Center, it wouldn't even do that. Like if I lifted it up
No, it
1,000 feet,
couldn't. It couldn't.
it would fall off to the side,
Yeah,
right? Because
or
it's
there'd
too.
just be a big pile of concrete and metal everywhere, man. I mean, it's just like there was so much concrete and metal in those buildings. There would have just been
How fast
there
did
would
it
have just been a
fall?
huge
Nine
fucking
point.
mound, in the middle of the city.
So okay, you got the 9.8 meters per second, right? What is 9.8 meters if you convert that? That's like 30 feet per second. So if you drop, let's say you drop 2 floors, 20 feet, how much velocity is it going to gain over just 20 feet? When you see a race car slam into the wall at 200 miles an hour, it doesn't pulverize. It has a thin steel roll cage. It doesn't turn to dust. It's hitting at a much higher velocity. This thing
Right.
fell, what, 20, 30 feet? And at what, maybe 30 miles an hour? And it pulverized shit? You know what I mean? It's like, how fast was it traveling to turn it into powder?
That's
I mean, realistically, how fast was it going to crush things into powder? Steel, like steel columns,
well,
and
but it wasn't traveling at any speed. I mean, every instance of it falling would have met resistance. So it wasn't. It couldn't have been falling that fast. To pulverize
but
everything
even
below it.
if the floor collapsed, let's say like three floors, they say, oh, it blew out these 3 floors and whatever. Okay, if it blew out 3 floors, it's going to fall 30 feet. A 30-foot drop is going to have enough energy. How much momentum did it gain by doing let's say it did free fall for 30 feet or even 40 feet? How much velocity is that? 50 miles an hour? Could it get
Not
up
enough
to
to
50 miles
pulverize the
an hour?
rest of the freaking building.
What? Never. It never could happen, dude.
No,
And
never.
essentially, that first chunk, when you've seen the first chunk tipping over, the first chunk of the building that broke, you can't get a
Oh, dude,
perfect
that would have it disappeared before it even really hit the
that
rest.
could not happen.
No, no, it's kind of like no, it would have been like I mean, us
That's
9/11
called.
researchers have looked at this many times, and a lot of people have seen it many times, but they haven't really considered what they're actually seeing. Which is unfortunate, in my opinion. But
It's called asymmetrical collapse. So that means once it's crooked, that one chunk, that big piece, like the top 10 floors broke off and it was falling sideways. That's asymmetrical. You can't get a perfect telescope once you have a crooked collapse. Once that thing went sideways a little bit, no way. That chunk should have fell to the ground. That big chunk that broke off, say it's like 10 floors, that'd be what, 300
right,
foot
and
tall?
the rest of the building would have still been there. It was falling.
Right,
It was
right. It would.
falling sideways.
Right. It's like, not only that, what took out Building 6? Building 6 was hollow. Here's a good meme. I got this one meme. It's like a GIF, and it's about, I don't know, maybe a 10-story building, and it's made out of steel, and it just rolls over. They tried to collapse it, but this is what really happens when you do that shit. I'm not sure what country this was in, but it's kind of funny. This GIF. They blew out the side of the building, and it's like, well, it just rolls over.
But it ain't funny.
You know,
Hopefully nobody got killed, but yeah.
no, that was a planned demolition.
They
They
looks
tried
like they
to.
messed it up.
Well, they thought, hey, don't buildings just they pulverize once you drop them a few floors? They thought it would be like 9/11. And
Yeah,
then
and then
this video,
yeah, in that video right there, there's nothing there.
this is the best. If anybody has the capability to back this up, I would recommend you back up this video right here because there's so much information in there, like very, like really important information that it should not be deleted from the internet
I'll
by
go
any
ahead and
means.
post a link in the public chat so people can check it out and back it up or
Yeah, it's
take time to watch it.
yeah, it's important if you're gonna look into 9/11 that here's like a screenshot from that video. I think it's let me see what minute mark
Now, is
it's in.
this like Judy Wood stuff or is it something
Yep,
else?
yep. It talks about her name. It's like things that will get your account deleted from this group. This Architects and Engineers was set up purely as a controlled op.
Yeah, gatekeepers.
You know, so if you mention any of these words, it's like, wait, that's odd. This is from that movie or that video I just dropped, the documentary. Yeah, World Trade Center 7 that came down at free fall speed. I mean, come on, nothing hit that building.
I
Nothing hit
know.
Philadelphia City.
They're like, well, the fires on there was some fires at the bottom. It's like, come on, man.
Yep. And then you got right here just the certain words. I think it's around 48-minute mark of that video ish. And let me go click on it. It tells you all the stuff that you're not allowed to say
Oh, I see.
because the answer is in the question. The answer is in those words that you're not allowed to. It's 48 about 30, 48-minute mark is about the sweet spot. But if you go back a little bit further, the guy was talking about like, hey, I was a member of this group and I wanted to help. He thought they were a genuine group. He's like, guys, I just found out about this. Like he had found out about directed energy weapons and stuff,
Right.
and he was eager to share this. And he had even paid money to be a member of this group. He gave them like $80. He didn't have to, but it was like a membership. And then, hey guys, let's all pitch in so we could use this money for research. And anyway, he kind of figured it out, and they shut him down. Don't say that. It's like, what? Like, why can't we say it? I mean, we shouldn't dismiss anything, right? We're trying to get to the bottom of this. We should discuss anything.
Or
If
especially
people say,
considering, even what with the information they already had, you know, the at least they should be, we should consider, that there's something more. No, it's not. It was like they're going backwards. I mean, they just want it to be thermate, and that's it. It's thermate.
well, who put thermite in the cars? It's like, wait a minute, who put thermite in these cars in the parking lot? Was that thermite as well? Was it thermite in California? I'm just looking at similarities, dude. It's like we have to be honest here. What's causing this? And then the shit that didn't burn. Ask yourself, why didn't that burn? On 9/11, there was cars and shit. Police cars.
Passports.
Yeah, yeah. How did his passport get outside the airplane? I mean, just shit that nobody really thinks about because it never crossed their mind. To be honest, I think
Yeah.
most people,
Well, I
it
mean,
didn't cross my mind.
yeah, not
Like
mine at
I was
first for a
a
while
story
either.
guy for a while, but then I'm like, no, that was definitely bombs. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, definitely some bombs going on. Yeah, she was backtracking Judy Wood, but I think she has autism too. Honestly, she didn't realize she's like Hutchinson. She didn't realize the kind of monster she's dealing with. And if you look at this picture I just sent you from the cars on 9/11, this parking lot, not the parking lot, but the street, the pavement is black. Like the asphalt is black, the cars are melted, and then there's a little tree. We know that tree was there. How does it got all the leaves? Like,
Well, it's like
why?
I thought the buildings collapsed, and what the buildings collapsing couldn't have caused that.
Right. Was if there was a heat wave coming down the street enough to melt these cars and burn them down, how did that tree survive?
Right.
It's a little puny ass tree. That thing should be roached. Why is the cement, the pavement, the asphalt, why is it so black? Why is it all melted and shit? And then there's paper. Paper is still white. It's not burned. This is what it looked like in Oklahoma City one. The Oklahoma City thing looked
Right.
just like this. The parking lot was blackened. That silo, look at that fucking thing.
I know. It's like, oops, I tried. Mama
Now that
tried.
fucking
Mama tried.
it should have fucking what do you call that? Telescoped, or pancaked, because it's only concrete, right? You would think it would just go poof.
It looks like it's bricks, some type of concrete bricks, like a form, a formation. But
But according to 9/11, that thing should have went. It should have went doom doom doom. Because look how much level, look how tall the part above it is.
no, according to
There's
nine
about
eleven, they should have blew the top, and then the rest of it would have collapsed.
yeah, like a firecracker would have. Looked
Yeah.
like it went from the top down. I'm
Yeah.
like, that shit, I don't know how they could have done it though. Like the timing, and then like none of the debris is left. There's no toilets. There's no file cabinets. There's nothing. None of the metal appliances. I don't know, man. It's just I'm
Oh,
gonna resend you that again, the Oklahoma City one because I think it's way back in the way back. So we'll just send it again because this is the one I wanted to talk about. This one I didn't really dig into too much, but if you look at the center, the picture in the middle,
yeah.
you can see how it's blackened. See how it's blackened on the what do you call it? The parking lot around the cars.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I see that.
Isn't that odd? And then look at the cars how they're burned up on the bottom picture, and then they're smashed. They're all dented up and stuff. And then the top one, or actually the middle one, if you enlarge the middle one, you could see there's a ladder truck right about where the crater. It looks like the truck must have the most damaged part is off to the left, right? The left, that's the most carved out.
Right.
But then he say he parked the truck in the middle, because it's deepest there. But look at the uniformity from the 100 feet away at the top floor. It's carved out just as deep as it is at ground level, and there's no crater. Why is there no crater? Like they carried away the debris and they pulled a ladder truck right up there. Like there's no bomb crater. And then the column, if you go to the bottom picture, the last one, look at that column, that concrete column. There's no cracks at all. You know what I mean? Like horizontally, if you push on a concrete beam horizontally, it's very weak in that direction. Vertically pushing straight down, they're very strong. But pushing sideways, it's not strong. Especially there's no load over it to hold it down. All
Right.
that shear force from the side would have blew it out. That was 10,000 pounds of explosive. That's like a Moab, the mother of all bombs. That's how much explosives they told us it was.
Yeah.
Don't you think that would have just went?
There was a
Yeah,
lone
not
gunman that had shitloads of fertilizer in a router truck, right?
well. See that fire truck is about the same size as that Ryder, or that U-Haul, or whatever he had, right?
Yeah.
That box truck, it's about that long, like a 28-foot or 24-foot box truck. So if you use that, what is it, 50 feet away? Well, it went vertically 100 feet, but it didn't go horizontally the same distance.
Right.
It didn't go. In other words, it should have went 100 feet deep as well, front to back. The front of this building to the rear of this building is not as deep as it is tall. The blast wave should have went through the other side. No, it went straight up and down,
You
nice
know
and
what else is
even.
funny? Testimony from some people that were on the police force there that said the ATF was there within minutes.
Looks like a wedding cake, man. Like someone just
The
sliced through a wedding cake straight up and down, like all the layers. Here, let me
government
start at the
already
top.
knew it was going to happen, man.
And what did they use this for? They went after militias. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like the militias. He's like, hey, let's go after the militias. That
Well,
whole thing
then,
was frivolous,
I mean,
man.
if you do your research on Timothy McVeigh, you'll find out what he. I mean, he was Army Special Ops and shit, man.
Mm, yeah. And the car, like, what didn't his car look like that one that's beat up in the parking lot? He had like a big old clunker like that, like Tim McVeigh. That he was set up, man. He was like they set him up. The
Yeah, I
whole
know.
thing was a setup.
Well, I mean, he may have been in on it. As far as we know, I mean, more than likely he wasn't even near that van when it blew up. He probably didn't even park it there.
I, what I'm saying is what we see the damage here does not indicate an explosive device. Where's the crater?
Right.
Why is the damage? Why it went 100 feet straight up, not an inch more at
No.
ground level?
It,
Like ground level should have been deeper inward. If you zoom in at these columns, they're not even cracked. The bottom picture, you enlarge it. There's other pictures like this too. The columns are fresh. The concrete's not even cracked. It went side to side. It didn't go front to back. It didn't go up. It's like you just got to ask yourself questions, dude. It's 100 feet away, and it didn't. It's not a radial blast. It's like vertical. It's
right.
not
Right.
a normal bomb makes a crater shape. It doesn't
Well,
look
how
like
did
a crater shape.
the outside, like that middle picture, how did the face of the building right there, everything just disappear from that side? Like, it looks like there would
You
have
know what
been
happened?
windows there.
Pulverized it. Went straight down. It just pulverized it. And then the cars are black. just like we see in 9/11, parking lots blackened, and then the cars are smashed
That's
up, like
crazy.
the metal's even bent. It didn't move the cars. They look like they were just where they parked them. It didn't. In other words, if it was this giant blast wave, it would have moved the cars. They're parked up in nice straight rows. It didn't blow them across the street. It's like they stayed right where they were. The pavement got blackened. People need to investigate this. And that's what I mean. Like if I could figure it out, they should be able to figure it out.
You would think, man. Well, I don't think that, like, they who? The
Well,
authorities?
the people at the crime scene, the FBI, they had to know this shit.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, what's the name of that film? Oh,
It
there's a
wasn't that the
documentary film.
FBI building. It was the FBI building, I think, the Mira building.
Well, no, it was a federal building. I'm sure there was probably different. There may have been the FBI may have been. They had an office in there, but there was several other. It was just a general federal building. I think it housed many
But
different branches of
it,
the.
he said it was a retaliation for Oklahoma City or no wait the Waco thing. That was the
Oh
official. See
yeah,
now
of course.
Waco was fake too, man. Waco. Look at this here. There's there's his tombstone, right? David Koresh, and then here's his grave thing.
Yeah, I was
It
wondering why you
says he
posting
got
that earlier.
33 years old, and look at he's got a Star of David on his tombstone. They were saying he was a radical Christian, right?
Right.
He's not even Christian. Right there says he's a Jew, on his tombstone. He's probably not dead. Oh, he died at 33. Wink, wink.
Yeah, and they're like, well, they could have had him in town. He used to go to town, and they could have apprehended him without all the big drama and everything that happened with the tanks going into the building and everything. It's like, But looking back at some of this stuff that I used to think was real, it's kind of like, I mean, they really demolished a building. I don't know if they killed a bunch of kids or not.
That was another false flag, dude. It's there to make people feel bad, like Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
Like all the poor children.
How dare you? How dare you question it?
Yeah, well, it's
You're
it's
so
also a way to make
insensitive.
like, oh, they're more upset because look, all these innocent children. That's what they always pull children into it. There was a daycare at the bottom floor and at that Oklahoma City thing, and all these children died. Just to tug on people's heartstrings.
Right.
It's rotten, dude.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. In the Oklahoma City, yeah, there was a daycare. That was the big story. There was a daycare. Timothy McDay didn't care. He wanted to kill the children.
Right.
That, wish I could remember
Hey, there's somebody.
the name of that documentary film about the Oklahoma City.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a local cop there that was confronted by the FBI, and and he started telling things to the press. This is his testimony anyway. Which, I mean, it's in the news, so you can't really take it for everything. But his testimony was that he started to go public about, like, he was just a few blocks away right after the bombing, and when he got there, there were federal agents already there, like cordoning off the crime scene and stuff, and there were people screaming, for help, and they wouldn't let rescuers go to help them and stuff like that.
What I remember them
And then
saying
then
is,
after he started talking about it, the FBI threatened to kill him. Basically, what he said. I can't
yeah, I
remember the
remember
guy's
them
name.
saying like biggest terrorism event ever was from an American Christian. They wanted to blame this Oklahoma thing on a Christian, an American. But now that we look at it, we're like, wait a minute, this doesn't fit the official story. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't fit the
Yeah, they
definition of
can pretty
crime.
much almost say anything on TV, and people just buy it, man.
Well, it's happening everywhere, dude. It even happened in Nigeria. on a bridge, it's like I don't think anyone's going to be spared, and that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be Operation Bluebeam. Like this is a bridge in Africa. You see that thick black smoke? It's crazy. Did you guys have any questions about flat Earth or new weapons or anything?
Didn't Jose jump in here?
Yeah, he was here for a minute.
He's still in here, man. He needs to talk so I can go take a leak.
Jose, you're in the room. Maybe ask. Let's see who else is in there. Somebody was
something.
bothering me. Anybody else want to jump in? Yeah, Jose's in here. Somebody got kicked out. He was trying.
Somebody got kicked.
John Adams.
Sorry, guys. I'm eating at the moment. I'm just listening though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Level-Headed said, well, never thought of Waco being a false flag. I mean, any major event that changes, you know, the
I never did
fabric of
either until
society.
this.
Yeah.
I started putting it together. I'm like, wait a minute. The
Well,
dude
you got
is 30.
Clinton and Janet Reno involved. I mean,
Right.
there's no
Okay,
end to the deceit.
let's use a crisis actor. Let's say he's a radical Christian. They wanted to. Their agenda is to make Christians look crazy and radical and dangerous. So let's say he's a Christian. He's in a cult.
But also he was trying to live off the grid, you know, separate from it. They claimed he was like storing up these massive amounts of weapons and stuff.
And it worked. I mean, look, I just now thought about. I revisited. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, he's not a Christian. There's his tombstone, right? He's probably still alive, but he put his real religion on the tombstone. If they said, "Oh, he was a fundamentalist, a radical Jew," they would never do that.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Right? Oh, he was a Jewish extremist. Yeah. We wouldn't hear a peep about it if it was real.
No, they definitely.
You know what I mean? Let's say the same shoe was on the other foot. Let's say he was, you know, what they proclaimed, and say he was Jewish. Do you think you'd ever hear about that story? That would be some bad optics they wouldn't want.
Oh, that wouldn't fly.
No. And that's just part of the thing. It's like, well, who is it that you can't criticize if you want to know who rolls over you? That was interesting. We had some strange people find their way in.
What? In the voice room?
Yeah, that one guy Pete. He's always trolling somewhere. I'm like, damn, dude.
Oh, you're talking about in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we already said that Timothy McVeigh was more than likely, you know, a freaking crisis actor. He wasn't there. It was fake. No, whatever. So, now Charlie, on the other hand, whatever the official story is, he's gonna defend it at all costs.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Dude, the only thing I don't mind Pete Shea. The only part that like I can't agree with him on is that he says that no one died on 9/11. To me, I mean, dude, I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist, but I don't believe that one. Like, that's when I can't grasp that they were all actors and nobody died on 9/11.
It's hard to believe that the building was empty. Somebody had to have died of it. I mean, that was a massive disaster, and they couldn't have had the entire area cleared of everyone. You know, I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if no one died. But most of the other ones, I'm not so sure about.
Yeah,
I don't think it was 3,000. I can kind of meet him halfway there.
People died from the wars. Like they used 9/11 to take us to war. Look at all the shit that came out of 9/11. The Patriot Act, the TSA, and the Department of Homeland Security. All three of them are unconstitutional. So they infringed on all of our rights. They sent our guys to die in these fucking wars. They spent billions and billions of dollars, probably trillions. So what was the net result. Why did we do this? Who benefited? It's like I wish we could expose it. I mean, it's difficult like this. Okay, there's what, 13 people here, so it's like we're preaching to the choir. We already know, like all three of us, probably more of us already know. So the net result is how many new people do we wake up? But it's a process. If we wake up, say 10 of these people never heard of it before, we woke up 10 people. We're doing something positive. We're
Well,
not
man,
just sitting around.
we showed a lot of interesting images of that the directed energy weapon, at least the concept of it, or at least it's obvious that it's not a forest fire that caused those houses to just disappear, that Hilton Hotel to disappear, because the trees are still there. It wasn't a forest fire that did that.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't know if it was reverbing. Is your sound reverbing?
only when Jose opens his mic. But I think that's just background noise. I think he's doing something. He's somewhere. But no, I'm not
I
getting
could,
an echo.
well, I could see the light coming on when you were speaking. I could see my light coming on. So I didn't know if the people watching this on YouTube are getting feedback, because I'll plug in my earphones.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, if it's not, I won't worry about it. But
I think if it was, somebody would have said something in the chat by now. Because
yeah,
going through the OBS, uh, my my microphone is one channel, and then you coming through Discord is through the audio output capture. The way I have it set up, I don't see how it could be echoing unless I had monitoring turn on with the. There's different functions of OBS. I know I have all that turned off, so I don't think it should be echoing unless I have. The other way it could happen is if I have like a watch page unmuted and it's going in the background. So,
what's up, Mikey? This is Mikey
Mikey,
Coffin.
welcome. Got
We're
your
just
wrench,
talking
Mikey.
about. You got any questions? Mikey knows about this. He likes to talk about chemtrails. I got some cool chemtrail pics. A little GIF where the chemtrail comes in, and I caught it on my cell phone. It was a normal airplane, and like 10 seconds later, here came this chemtrail plane just blasting away. And you could see like one of them disappears almost instantly, and the other one just lingers all the way across the sky. That
Yeah,
shit is real, man.
dude, man,
It's
I
brain.
saw a crazy chemtrail. It was a cloudy day today, but right behind the clouds there was this huge freaking chemtrail, man, just all the way across behind all the clouds. Man,
Okay, here's the top one. You can see like a normal plane and then a chemtrail plane. Tell me there's no difference. It's like, look at that shit. It speeds up because I was filming it, like I was moving the camera down the line, and you could just see it go and go and go.
well, it seems to me a lot of times when I'm observing them, that the chemtrail planes are a lot lower in the sky. You can tell from that picture right there that plane was a lot lower in the sky, like 10,000 feet, maybe 5 to 10,000 feet lower than the other plane.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know if they both
I've seen
came
it
up.
when I was living in Little Rock. I saw them all the time, and I mean, I live near an airport, but some of we got chemtrails pretty bad in Little Rock sometimes, and I mean, you could see the freaking plane. I mean, it wasn't like a little dot in the sky. It was like you could tell it was a lot lower, and it was just. I've seen some crazy ass chemtrails in Little Rock, man.
Look at the one where there's like 5 chemtrails, and then they're crisscrossing. There's like 2 X's. There's like 4 rows in a straight line, and then he goes across. I mean, look at that pattern. It speeds up really fast, but because it was a GIF, but they were spraying the shit out of me like that. Like the second one, that second GIF. Look how
Yeah,
many rows they were hammering us. And it went from like a nice warm day, like 75 and sunny, to the next day, like 40 degrees and rainy.
yeah. There's like
The
a
day after.
lot of mornings, even where I live now. It's 3 hours northwest of Little Rock, where I used to live. There's some mornings where it would be a clear blue sky, except for the chemtrails. It would be.
They ruin it, man. Like all winter, I haven't seen the sun, but a handful of days. They come across and spray the shit out of us, and the weather gets all like overcast and shitty.
It's not chemtrails, it's contrails, man. It's contrails. It's like you're right.
Okay, there's a contrail. Okay, the first picture,
Yeah, the
normal
first picture,
airplane.
that's a
Yeah,
contrail.
well, that first gift. You can see the normal plane. It's just really briefly. Watch it when it restarts. Right there, little airplane. It's got a short string,
Right.
and then this fucking monstrosity. Yeah, they should just dissipate like that. They call it geoengineering. Speaking of that, where is Geo? Is he gonna drop in? Is Mikey? You could drop in here, Mikey. We got it open if you come in the gold.
Yeah, we're in the gold plus. Anybody that's in the Discord, it's got
Yeah,
gold
you could
plus.
tell people to drop in if they want.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it there. Just to
Eh,
so anybody
If
can
anyone
come in.
wants to
I mean, people
participate,
might be just coming into the Discord, don't even know we're doing this live stream, so I might need to
or
post it
you could
again or
watch
something.
the YouTube. Let's see what we get more numbers on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we could get it trending. Try and get 100 people. It's hard to get 100 people watching. I gave it a thumbs up. Let me see. Hey, did you see Russian Bits? He went after Dell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Why are they always beeping, man? He's always going after somebody.
Well, I just thought he can do whatever he wants to do. I just didn't understand why after he made that video and then Dell went live and he was talking about it, and then Russian Viz he tried to go on the show and talk to Dell after he made that video. I was like, man, do you think he's gonna talk to you after you make that video? I wouldn't talk to him if he made a video about me like that.
You know what? Now I can go on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. So let me see. Let me see if I can post a link in the chat.
You should, if you haven't.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it works. Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you have a wrench, so yeah.
Right on.
Wait.
What's up, Jay? See, now I can watch it in real time. There's no delay. Actually, wait. I don't know if it is delayed. Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
way delayed. I'm like a minute behind. I don't even know what that's going on.
Yeah, this is. I don't know. I mean, I was talking about doing it through Hangouts earlier. We might try it with Hangouts another time, or something, or maybe if we can figure out how to do the Discord call and the screen sharing or whatever, and we can see it at the same time. And I'll figure it
This
out.
work. This works all right because all I can do is I got my phone over there and then I got my tablet here and it's like, okay, turn the volume off. This is cool. Even I can get in the YouTube chat if I wanted to show stuff to you guys
Sweet.
here. But yeah, you could link it up for me anyway. So it's kind of redundancy.
Well, that's all right, man. It's the first time, man. It's trial and error. Um,
Yeah, where's Watchmaker, dude? Is he into the chemtrails a lot?
oh, Watchmaker. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, you know what? You see people like even Hans. I haven't seen Heinz or Hans for a minute.
Yeah, where's Hans been?
Well, they get caught up with their own thing,
Yeah, I'm
people.
sure.
Sometimes you need a break from it. It's like, okay,
Yeah, I do. I definitely take my breaks sometimes. Just
you know what's funny? I went on what was it, Patriot Soapbox on their Discord. There was like 8 people in their Discord. It was lame as fuck, and I think 5 of them were moderators, and there was like 4 regular people in the voice chat, and no one was speaking. I'm like, hello, is anyone here? I waited like about 20 seconds, and someone says, oh hi, So I started talking with them, like, well, what's going on? I wanted to hear what's going on with this QAnon stuff because I seen David Zublik. He said there's going to be mass arrest, and The Clintons are going down, but it's going to take about 2 years, 2 fucking years to go through all this. I'm like, dude, you lost me. It's like, what's their thing? Why won't they publicize it? Let me see. I'll go get the David Zublik faggot.
Hey,
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
it's.
have to take a few minutes break, man.
Go ahead. I got this.
All right,
I
cool.
could still. I could talk to everyone, right? It should work. I'll carry the torch while you're gone, dude. Go take a piss. So anybody, let's see, David Zublik. Oh yeah, the military. They found a notebook. Let me send you guys a link. I'm just gonna post it in the YouTube because it's the same difference. So I'm gonna go back there. Give me 1 second. It's a little bit tricky because I can't do things like can't be in two windows at the same time. So I gotta leave one and come to the other. Yeah, I know, dude. Those guys in Patriot Soapbox are a bunch of cucks. Went in there and they like everyone's like immediately all over me. They're like shilling for like Israel and stuff. Because he's like, I was talking about the Federal Reserve, and then he brings up some kind of anti-Semitism bullshit. I'm like, oh really? So now the Federal Reserve is off limits. So what's up? Hey Mikey, how's the weather been by you? It was nice, and then we got this shitty weather. Where are you guys from? Where are you from, Jay Savatory? You guys from the United States? We have a British guy in here. I don't know if he's still with us. There was the judge. Is the judge still here, Mr. Judge? That was the David Zublik video I just posted, and it's like, oh, we found a notepad, and there's going to be high level arrest, but we have to keep it secret. I'm like, well, why are they keeping it secret? Like, people need to know about this shit. If we're going to clean it up, you can't do this shit in secret. Yeah, I know the weather sucks, dude. Oh, the judge. Oh, cool. You're still here. My sound is low. Let me. Oh, wait a minute. If I turn it up, if I don't want to get feedback into the system, is it any better? Let me go on Discord for a minute. See if I can adjust it. My output. Somebody just sent me. What is it? Got a DM here. Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to set my volume. He said my volume was too low.
I'm back.
Back. Hey, does my volume seem okay?
Yeah, I can hear you
I,
fine.
I've got my volume all the way. My output. He said it was low. One of the guys.
I can turn it up here so they can hear you better. Hold on.
He said sound is low. Probably he meant mine because you were away for a minute.
Able to turn you up.
Oh no, you got Q-tards over here. Oh, that's no good.
Q-tards.
I was a Q-tard. I was for a while, and I'm like, I'm not seeing any results. I'm not gonna keep like shilling for this. I need to see results. If you want to be a cheerleader, that's your thing, but it's like, show me some fucking results. Don't keep putting the carrot in front of my face, and so I could chase it like a fucking donkey. So I moved on. I'm like, you know what?
Well, and it's like, I mean, some of the documents that they want you're supposed to review and find out all the information. I mean, it's so extensive.
It was old news. It was really old news. Talking about MK Ultra
Well,
from the
that's
'60s.
what I figured out. Yeah, that's what I figured out when I started reading it. I was see what people were talking about. I was like, oh, that's kind of for like people that are just kind of figuring this shit out. You know, this is why you see like Republicans out there wearing QAnon t-shirts.
We got our Christian friend, Mr. Bible Literalist. That's pretty much what happened with me, man. That made me a believer, flat Earth. I know Helio has different opinions, but we're still friends. Like we all have our different path in life,
Hey,
and we don't. And I like
that's
that.
Paula. That's Ms. Bible Literalist. Paula.
Miss Paula, how you doing, Miss Paula?
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I mean, I get along with it. Like even everybody who's a flat earther, we all get along, even if we have different opinions about some of it. It's a big family.
Exactly. Well, I mean, do we all
Hey,
have something
gentlemen.
to learn from each other?
What
I'm
up,
watching the
Rick?
stream. What's up, man? What's up, everybody? I just want you to know the stream's great. Um, it might be a little better if I think Helio, if you can adjust the volume just a little bit more, 10%, 15%, 20. I don't know.
Let me check. I
Both of you are
did. I
a little
already.
low.
I just. Is my microphone sound loud enough or?
Yeah, both of you are a little low. I think it's the overall volume.
Okay.
Oh, the OBS.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will.
Both of you sound good. I think like the overall volume is a little low
I'll
or
do
something.
that. I adjusted my microphone because when I listened to some of the streams from the other channel, I was
Yeah.
so much louder than everybody else. So mine. I just did that. So hopefully it's a little bit better now. Should be because
Yeah, just
it's peaking
well,
out
your mic
now.
is good and his mic is good, but all the volume's
The
a little low.
It should be good
overall
now.
output's
We're
low.
both peaking out now, like
Yeah,
See if
right
it
up in the
bump.
red now.
gotcha.
See if it bumped up a little bit, Riggs.
All right, yeah, I'll head back. I'm actually working. I'm sorry, I'd love to join you guys, but I can listen on the Bluetooth, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I posted the link on Facebook, letting everybody know.
I thought
So
I
let's
thought
get
you were
some
gonna
people in
say that
there.
the stream was great, except for just get my damn ugly face off the camera.
Dude, yeah, your face is I mean, I'm not gay, but it's looking pretty good, man. Ron, we should get you on a cam too.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm not here to fame fag.
That's not what I'm doing either.
That's fair, man. All right, I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'll watch the stream.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right.
Where were we? We were talking about.
Look at me. Look at me.
You know, it's what's funny is I'm not a fan of looking at myself. I actually can look at myself more than I can actually listen to myself back on like some of these live streams and stuff that I do. I never
Well,
go
that's
back and
fine.
listen to my own voice. I can't stand to hear myself back. I need to get over that. But
Well, you've got other things to do. You've got like all the screens with the videos and stuff going on.
I'm talking about after the stream's done, me going back and listening to the show and hearing myself talk. I don't know what it is. I can't stand it.
No, you got a good voice, dude. You sound like a talk show radio host.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll get over it.
Actually, no, you sound like a professional radio host. Honestly, that's what I would like to do.
Well, I think if we continue to do this, it'll become more natural and we'll gain confidence and be able to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of like tonight is kind of it's
Yeah,
it's kind of
it's a
like just
test.
we just throwing ourselves out there and see what happens. You know, it's like we can talk all day to each other on in private, but doing a live stream it's cool. So I appreciate
You have a
everybody that
lull.
showed up.
Yeah, sometimes we get a little low because it's like we need something like some new stuff to share. Let me see what I got. And we don't want to keep having the same stuff. Like, hey, we're going to do this again tomorrow
Well,
and talk about the same thing.
that's why
Yeah, we'll change it.
that's why like I was trying to tell you, hey, send me stuff during the week so that when we do, and you just like started like right before we went live, you started spamming a whole bunch of shit. I was like, what are we? I guess we're talking about directed energy weapons. 'Cause I didn't know.
Let's go through
I didn't
go
get to look
through
over
'em.
your material before we started, so I didn't.
Well, it's
So we're gonna
interesting,
have
man.
a
It's got,
little better planning. You know, it's like, man, we're gonna do this again Wednesday or Thursday. Start sending me stuff like tomorrow, so we can like talk about it before I can review it, and then we can do a little research on it before we go live.
Dude, he's
Maybe find some new articles or something that maybe you hadn't come across, so that we,
actually, yeah. I do got an article here I want to share with you guys. It's
Cool.
it's about directed energy weapons. Um, let's see if I can find it. I think it's good just going with the by the seat of your pants. Like,
Well,
okay,
I know. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know. I can be. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's why, because I know you got the gift of gab, so I was like, just hoping to bounce off of you, man.
yeah,
It's
don't
all
worry
on
about
you,
it. Like,
Ron. It's all on you, brother.
there's two of us here, and then sometimes Riggs or Jose they'll pop in. We got our boys in the chat.
Well, and hopefully once
You guys,
everybody realizes what we're doing, they'll if we do it this way, like they'll be able to jump in anytime. If everything's going good, or if they have an opinion on something that we're talking about, that'd be great.
and if we get it like ahead of time, like if we know, like, okay, guys, we're going live at 9 o'clock, then people can know what to expect.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
think
we have
most people even knew we
filibusters.
were going to do this tonight, but I kind of.
No,
You're talking about, man, we need 100 people watch. It was like, man, that ain't going to happen the first time we go live.
we had 17, between 14, 17. It moves around. That's
Cool.
okay. Oh, yeah,
Fun.
here's that article. Find that. Yeah, originally when you're starting out, we got to get an interesting show together.
Yeah. So we're
Oh, yeah, I got something for you guys. I got something interesting for you guys. Jimmy, I'm digging it up. Some of these mud flood buildings are really interesting, but I had some Star Trail pictures that are really cool. That what's creepy, dude, is the 1961 footage, how real like it looked. You know what I mean? It looks just like what's happening right now. The same shit. Here's that article. This is the Guardian newspaper. They reported it that it was they used the words directed energy weapon, laser weapon. And this is a mainstream media, Guardian.
Good pop up. Yeah, cool. Now I just freaking use the screens. That's what we got. Only bones and fragments.
Yeah. People were vaporized, dude. Literally vaporized. Terrible.
Wasn't that a Plain Truth was talking about how he was driving through and saw, they'd have like numbers on the side of the car of people that were, or whether the car had people in it or not, and.
Oh yeah, I got one from a Plain Truth. There was 50,000 people missing. I'll get you guys some mud flood links too. Let me do the 50,000 people one. I think I already posted it, but I'll post it again. If you guys want to if you want to put like a link so they can click on it and they can watch it later. He went through. It's got numbers, population numbers and stuff. He said between 20 and 50,000.
Yeah, I'll try to. When you bring up links and stuff, I'll try to drop them in the chat too for people to look up themselves.
Oh, I could drop it too. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm in your chat.
Well, yeah. It's kind of easier for me. I mean, I already have.
I just popped it.
I got a bunch of tabs and windows open, so sometimes it's kind of.
Yeah, I'm doing double duty here. Let's see. I just did that. Now, do you guys want to see mud floods? Let me get some mud floods.
HC. Yeah, use some of your music at the beginning of the stream, buddy. Good stuff.
That's cool. Get up in here. Make the show more interesting.
Jump in.
Jump on in.
I'm not sure if he's gold or not, but if he.
Maybe he can't. Maybe he's just browsing.
Yeah. Well, other way.
Like Riggs is probably driving. He's like, all right, let me see what these guys are talking about.
If you want to join MIDI, let me know. This is free. No, I'm not going to show that. Never mind. Changed my mind. So we're talking about investigators scoured wreckage left by the most destructive fire in Californian state records on Sunday. In search of remains of the dead, as the death toll in and around the destroyed town of Paradise reached 29, the toll for the state was 31, after 2 people were confirmed to have died near Los Angeles. The campfire grew to 111,000 acres on Sunday. The campfire. Why do they call it the campfire? Grew to
Because
111,000 acres on Sunday. Remains at 25% containment. When's this article from?
The Guardian?
Days in place through to Monday morning due to high winds. I'm not sure about this. The date on that. It doesn't have a, they usually have a date at the top. What the hell's wrong with them? Why wouldn't they put a date?
I'm just going to drop the links, Helio, because I'm at it right now. Yeah, keep reading that article. That was good shit.
I'd like
think-
to get in context. I mean, I wonder what part of how this was happening. Let's see.
My friend sent it to me. My friend Shoni. I wanted to get her on here. She's got a nice voice.
Sweet. That's good to me. See, they're giving days like Monday, Saturday. I'd like to know if it's like a couple weeks old or if it's.
No, let me get you the date. Hold on. I got
Looking at the dang.
I'll see when she
article.
sent it to me.
Oh, here we
She
go.
just-
Monday. Yeah, that's 12th of November. What it says. Wait, no, that's another article. Hold on.
I'll see when
It's
she
really
sent it. That'll
strange, man. What? Usually, a big article like this would have a date right at the top, but it doesn't. Everybody's looking at
November
it with me.
11th. November 11th is when I got it from her.
Oh, so it is. It's a couple months old. All
Yeah,
right, cool.
but there's a big discrepancy, from oh yeah, there's how many people take 25 or 50, but there's upwards of 50,000 people unaccounted for. Can't find them
They're
on Facebook.
displaced. They remain under evacuation. They're just displaced. Now, as far as let's see, more than 50,000 people remain under evacuation. About 1,300 of whom are staying in shelters. So 1,300 are staying in shelters, but what about the other 46,700? Or
Right.
47,700? Yeah, no, 48,700. Where are they at?
That's what I'd like
No
to
new
know.
evacuation orders have been issued since Saturday, but authorities advise that residents remain vigilant as a red flag warning remains in place through to Monday morning due to high winds and low humidity. And in Paradise, they weren't even allowed to go back. Nobody's really allowed to go back, as far as I can tell so far. I know that.
Yeah, dude. That was genocide, bro. It's sad, like nobody cares. Like all that shit that happened, it's like those QAnon fags. It's like, really, dude? You guys won't talk about that? Trust the plan. I'm like, well, what is the fucking plan? Go read. He goes, go read the drops. Okay. Why don't you boil it down? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, just
I mean-
give me a breakdown here. I mean, if you're so excited about it, just like
Yeah.
break it down
If
for
you're,
me.
you're in here, they're the one.
That's
in there
why I
every day
love
in and day out.
Ron. He
When
said
they
those
come in on my
QAnon
Discord,
fags.
I tell them what's going on because I know I've been here doing this shit every day and I know what's going on and I try and break it down so I'm not wasting their fucking time. I would have went and done the research myself. Here, let me go read the drops. I don't got time to read that bullshit every day. He's on like Q post 6 Gorillion, and there's nothing.
Right.
What has happened 6 Gorillion posts later? Oh, there's 70,000 sealed indictments. Yeah, and what's the result of those 70,000 indictments? Nothing.
Right, we don't
Not a fucking thing.
haven't seen any major article or any. I mean, who's been indicted? Who are they talking about? 70,000.
Well, 70,000 anonymous people that no one knows who the fuck they are. 70,000 nobodies. Let me see if I can post something for you.
70,000 nobodies that are important people that are
Like, did you see Jeb's fucking face at the funeral? Look how shocked he was. Okay. Well, guess as far as I know, Jeb is still walking around, right? All of these people are still walking around. Oh yeah, this is the little poem I wrote. I changed it a little bit.
Oh,
I changed the second verse. Remember we were talking about that?
yeah.
I used okay. I went oy vey, it's okay to be goy. Oy vey, it's okay to be goy. I used the oy vey twice in the second verse.
Right.
Is MIDI is a lyricist and you're the beat maker. Helio was gonna make a song out of this.
Yeah, kind of got an idea for it. I just haven't sat down and messed with it yet.
We were talking about a song or a poem I wrote. There's the lyrics for it or the verses.
I'll scroll down slow so everyone can read it. The cattle know, they run the show. The more we work, the more we owe. We're born a slave and forced to serve the beast of Satan, the Federal Reserve.
It's in there, Riggs. We posted the poem right there. Shakespeare got nothing on me, Judge. Truth bombs. Dude, it does read like a song.
Yeah,
but
it does.
You know what? How should we do like a verse chorus, like 2 verses and then a chorus?
You have several. I mean, you could make at least 2 verses out of those. Like the first 2 lines would be the chorus, and then or the first 2 phrases would be the chorus, and then you could have.
Yeah, you could get it in.
You could do at least 2 verses. I don't know.
Well, each one is a verse, isn't it? You got a chorus. The chorus is the first one. You know, like oy vey, it's okay to be goy. That's like the chorus, right? You could have both of those put together.
Yeah, both of those put together as one as the chorus, and then like the first 2 phrases, like the cattle know they run the show. The more we work, the more we owe. We're born a slave and forced to serve. Beast of Satan, the Federal Reserve, and you have like a little musical breakdown and come back in with the chorus again, or the first time, you know, depending on how.
There's enough for 3 minutes song, right?
Oh yeah, at least.
Yeah, because right from beginning to end, it tells a story.
Especially when I put a guitar solo in there.
Oh, he wants you to sing it, Helio. Riggs wants you to sing that shit.
Look, I mean, I don't have a. I don't.
First, we got to put it together, though, Riggs. We don't have it really put together. Like,
I think it'd be more. I'm thinking more of something like Rage Against the Machine type thing.
We could do it like that. I think we got to move the pieces around a little bit. Like, okay, we're going to do this thing. This part is the chorus. These 2, maybe shorten it. You got to play it out because sometimes it might sound too long. You got to adjust a word here, a word there. It doesn't fit with the music.
Yeah,
you think that would be
like a kind of a shouty kind of thing, kind of like Rage Against the Machine, but there will be some singing too, but like some on the chorus,
punk rock.
Like the first oy vey won't be like, it's like going to be like an echoey thing with just like a
reverb.
More than one person. Well, it'd be like more than one voice and different like harmonies with it. Oy vey, it's okay.
Yeah. Like okay, the second, your background vocals. Let's say you hit it, oy vey, and then I hit it the second one, oy vey. We both hit it.
Yeah, like the first part is just like a held out kind of like oy vey. And
well, that's somebody to work around.
Yeah, this is something that's already been in my brain since we were talking about it last time. So.
There's enough here to work with, man. I think, and it would be such a great song, dude, because Sway Guevara, he made a song like this, but it was really lame. He just said, the Goyim no, the Goyim no, the Goyim no, the Goyim no. He said that like 50 times, and then he put in a few extra little little phrases and shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't very creative. It
Right,
wasn't
right.
like this. This one's got a lot of magic, man. I'm surprised I wrote it so fast. I'm like, it just wrote itself.
You say you got up in the morning and it was just in your mind and you started writing it down.
The first line, like actually like oy vey, and then I had like it's okay to be goy. You know, I'm like that rhymes. Oy vey, so oy the goy. I'm like, this sounds good. You know, like remember the "It's okay to be white" meme? That's what gave me the idea. I'm like, it's okay to be goy. You know what I mean? And then I put the oy vey because I'm always rhyming shit. Yeah, I think the punk rock one, the punk rock like a Blitzkrieg bop. You know what I mean? Blitzkrieg bop type thing. Oy vey, and they say oi, oi, like TNT. Oi,
Right.
oi.
Exactly. Yeah, that's something I'll have to work on this week, man.
Yeah, man, I want to hear your version. Like, impress me with it. We'll put it up on YouTube. Put it on a backup channel in case it gets strike. You're not really. Nobody's
Well,
being named except the Federal Reserve, right?
Oh, I don't care anyway.
See, that's what they were going after me. Like the Patriot soap fags. Patriot soap fags were like, oh, you criticize. Where did I mention the Jews? Read it again. Did I mention the Jews? Anywhere?
Don't see
Anywhere?
any Jews in there.
Oh, so you're protecting the Federal Reserve, are you? That's what I said to him. He was really triggered. Like the faggot, the fucking mom.
Oh, you read him your poem? Or you sent it
I
to him?
posted it and he was all triggered. He's like, take that down. We're not about that. I'm like, about what? Why are you defending the Federal Reserve? I'm not, are you defending Admiralty law, UCC law? Are you defending that? I thought you guys were about exposing it.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people like they just see the goy word and they associate you with just being just totally anti-Semitic or something, which is not. That's not the case.
What about a black man if he used the word nigger? He said, and he's like, I'm calling out the people calling me that. The people calling us a goy are the racist. So it's
they're the ones that's racist. I mean,
they're calling us cattle. That's why the first line, the cattle know.
Oh well, man.
He said, do it in drop C.
Drop C.
Drop C. All right.
I don't know if I can tune my guitar that low, but
Oy vey, oy vey. Yeah, the punk rock one sounds good, man. I'm down for anything, man. I think Helio's creative. He'll come up with something.
It's fun. There's this badass song in my head that it's called "Believe Your Own Eyes," and that's kind of what I had the idea to call this "Believe Your Own Eyes." Just like you can believe your own eyes, you don't have to believe the sun's 93 million miles away because it's obviously not. You can look in the sky and tell it's right there in the sky. And so
that's like a country song. Don't believe your lying eyes. I did not have sex with that woman. Don't believe your eyes. I did not have sex. Well, how did your jism get on her dress? Could you please explain how? Well, Bill was jerking off, and Monica came in with a large pepperoni pizza, and he surprised her, and he jizzed all over her dress.
And a cigar. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. I dropped my cigar, and it went in her vagina. She had her legs spread, and how did it get in there? It tastes good.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I think we're getting raunchy.
That's all right, man.
This is what is it? Midnight. So yeah, we're getting a little raunchy, guys. We lost a few viewers. Let's get it back on something.
I'd like to for us to, continue this at least a couple times a week, maybe 2-3 times a week. And the people that come to listen to us, I'd like to have their input on what they want us to talk about, because if I know what to look for, that's why I asked you, if you're like, hey, I want to talk about this next time we talk, then I'll start doing research, finding articles, and then we'll be able to present, have a presentation go back and forth. I mean, we just kind of like off the cuff tonight, but I, in the future, I'd like to
On
hear,
Discord.
get feedback from the viewers and also from you, so we can have a little more focused discussion. I only want these streams to last like 2 or 3 hours at the most.
We did 2 hours, right? We've been on about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people we can go back on Discord. I think we lost interest.
Well, that's cool, and I can go back in there, and I'll have to adjust some of my settings. I mean, Ron, you sound like, dude. I've been to these. I've done live streams on my channel. It's usually about 11 to 15, 20 at the max. It's so it's not. It seems like you're getting frustrated because you've been watching too much Owen Benjamin, and you're just jealous. People watch this, but if they know we're here, it's gonna take a little bit of time, and
No, I mean,
I'll get better and
you'll
get better. That's why I wanted to have a more planned, structured idea. But
like if people are like tired of watching it, like I'm tired of watching it. So
well, that's why I only want it to be like 2 hours or something, and then we'll promote the Discord. And more than likely, I'll go ahead and if the Discord's active right now, if there's people in there talking, I'll go ahead and change my settings on here and go live on the other channel. But yeah, I just wanted this. This is just an experiment. But also, man, I enjoy our conversations, and I think that we we bounce the ideas off of each other well, and this is our maiden experience here. We're just like breaking the champagne bottle on this, but I think that it
or if
could
we
be
had
something.
more people, if we had a couple more people to share ideas and whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
bringing
We tried it, but yeah, once they know we're here and we're going to open the platform, then maybe they're busy tonight. I don't know, man. It's Monday, so maybe it's
Well,
not a good night to do it.
Yeah, if we had other people, like other members coming in, they'd give us stuff to talk about. Sometimes they'll come up with something and they're like, "Oh, I got an idea."
Well, if that's not the case, I mean, if we're going to go ahead and do it, we should have at least 2 hours worth of material. We've already shared like articles and videos with each other. Hey, let's talk about this. We can fill up 2 hours easy that way. So then, if we want to go another hour, we can say, hey, we're going to invite people on or take phone calls, and stuff like that. That's so.
Yeah, I could go 2 hours, 2 and 3 hours. I do on like 24/7. We're on there all the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about like, well, either way, this is just an experiment. I mean, I think, I don't know, man. We'll talk about.
What do you normally get on a live stream?
It's about like what it is tonight.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe we'd get like 50 people or something.
I think we can. But
actually, like, right, if you had this going when Lift the Veil, when he was streaming, I could have got like the spillover. We could have easily had 50 people in here.
I did start it when he was on there, and you were like, "Oh, he's on there. Let me." And I'm not going to just sit here.
Well, I mean, yourself, like if you had you and Riggs, just say you and Riggs, or
there was
anyone
nobody in here. I was like, I started it, and then you were like, "Oh, I'm over at Lift the Veil," and I was like, "Well, the fuck! I just started the stream."
I was trying to get people, like I was in the moderator seat, so it's like I could share the link, and he was going off air. So we could get the people. It's like, hey, he's going off air. You want to hang out on YouTube if you don't have not Discord. He goes on to Twitch. He streams on Twitch after for about a half hour, and he'll talk about more controversial things. To be honest,
Ron, I feel like you're very optimistic about getting people to come over, but they have to have something to watch. They have to have something to watch. You know what I'm saying?
It's 1,000 people. He gets 1,000 people watching his show. I mean, between 500-600, sometimes 1,000, sometimes 2,000, and he has like 60,000 subscribers. But he'll pull 2,000. Usually, it's between 500 and 1,000. So let's say we could even pull 100 people from that crowd of 1,000 or even 50. Say we could get 50. Hey, come on over, guys. You can hang out with
Well,
us.
even if they did
And
come
you got-
over, they better you better keep them captivated, or else that's they're
well,
not going
they
to stay here.
captivate themselves in the chat. Like the chat
I know
is the
that's
conversation.
I know
When you get
that's what.
when you get 50 or 100 people, they're talking amongst themselves and they're just like passively, like on Lift the Veil, half the time the conversation is on something else other than what he's talking about. There's like 700 people and we're talking about something like flat earth and he's talking about like
Well,
something
I would
that
just say
happened in
don't be discouraged just because there was what you might
I'm not.
consider low
I thought
viewership tonight, because
I'm not discouraged at all. I thought
everyone that's
maybe
here
the
tonight will be here next time, and then they'll invite other people the next time. I mean,
I just thought maybe they tuned out, like they had it, like
no,
okay,
they're listening, man. I mean, yeah, so it's cool, man. And but like I said, it'd be better if I kind of knew. I didn't even know about
wait,
that you wanted to talk.
judge,
Go ahead.
the judge followed us from Lift the Veil.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Oh, cool.
He said he's weird like that. He says.
No, that's not weird, man. You're supposed to go around and find out what people are talking about on YouTube. That's
See, on Nathan's chat, when it gets going fast, if we had, let's say we got a couple more people, if he brought some of his friends and Shoni's cool. She's one of the mods there. If some of those people came over here
Well, who was
and
that
joined us,
on the other video? I already deleted that other video because it was like a minute and a half. But I saw you. There was somebody that would comment on that video, said
you
they
should
came
have
from there.
done that, dude. You should have left it up because I said, look, come to the they were gonna come. That was the only link they had. So they go there and they click on your channel and see, okay, here's the live stream. This one's not it. But here's the
What? See, I thought you. Well, whatever. It'll work out.
it was just
There'll
a
be
way.
dude, man. We
Okay,
got plenty.
yeah.
This is the first time, man.
Next
We'll
time,
figure it out.
here, next time, be ready to go live. Just like, okay, let's keep it, maybe on a weekend or something. It's like, oh, just keep something open. Like, oh yeah, let's go live. Like, okay, he's going live. Let's go live after him and see if we could pull some of the audience. And then maybe they'll be regulars. Maybe like they'll tune in, like, oh, I really like this Helio show, and they'll come stay here for an hour, or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, follow us.
I'm optimistic, man.
It's just, it's the way we just have fun hanging out in the chat, and they're just looking for another. A lot of people like this guy here, he said he's an insomniac, looking for another place to hang out. They don't necessarily care what the conversation is. We could talk about all this shit, about the QAnon stuff, like the yellow vest. That's what he was talking about today, the yellow vest movement. There was a guy, he was an ex-boxer, and he was kicking their ass. The police in the riot gear, he was kicking his ass with his bare hands. You want to see the video?
Some shit going on in Paris, man. That place is pretty much blown up, man. I don't even know what to think about that shit, man.
Let me show you the video. Cilantro made a video about it. It was pretty funny. The guy was like an ex-boxer, and he put some like Batman or superhero like punch moves to it. It was hilarious. He's like whack whack. Puts like a sound effect to the punches. This is my friend Cilantro. He's in our Discord.
Yeah, I bet that last verse of your thing, that's probably what pissed him off, man, honestly.
The Goyim no?
No, the game is over for the final blow for the spawns of Satan because the Goyim know.
I think that's genius, dude.
I know, I do too, but it wasn't addressing, directly the thing. But yeah.
You know what you got to do? Not helioskeptic is one word. I couldn't find it either.
What? No,
I couldn't.
I can't change
it on
that
YouTube.
now. I can't change it.
I
now,
put
man.
helioskeptic 2 words and it didn't show up in the search
Oh
results.
yeah, it has to be one word.
Why did I put 2 and I couldn't find you? So
That's because it's one word.
I get it, but you're invisible on YouTube.
Well, I tried to find Ron Schickelson on YouTube and I couldn't find it. I thought you deleted your account.
No, we're talking about the yellow vest, Rig. Stop talking about the show and do the show.
I know. Hey, this is our first run, Riggs, man.
We're just flying by the seat of our pants, man. We're not pros. We're just like some YouTube boobs, man. And it's actually fun if you get a live stream with like a lot of people. It just carries. That's that girl. What's her name? Becky from Australia. She could carry this chat all by herself.
Well, that's
She'll
what
be
I'm saying. I
talking.
mean, I don't know. I mean, this is, yeah. I mean,
Let me see if she's there. Let me see if she's there, and she's like perky like that. She'll light this chat up all by herself.
I mean, she can't come in here unless we move her up here. So.
No. She is in on YouTube. She goes on YouTube and stuff. I was seeing if she was in the chat, and she hangs out in the lobby. Like if I give her a link to the YouTube, let's see
I'm
if
just
she's
saying
still
she
around.
can't click on this voice chat and join because it doesn't show up in her thing.
No, but she can go on YouTube and chat. That's what she likes.
Oh yeah. You can do that. Yeah. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about
Our YouTube needs more viewership, like the viewership and participation with the people on YouTube. She could gives it some life, dude. It's fun when it's moving the chat.
Well, I probably should go ahead and post it again in the Discord so people know we're new people that just came in know we're doing a live stream. So
let me see. Helios. It keeps taking away my upvote, dude. I gave it an upvote, and YouTube keeps busting it.
Oh, on your phone? The like
button? On my tablet. My tablets keep kicking me over.
Every time I go back to a video on YouTube and I've already liked the video, it just shows that I didn't like it, but I know I did. So I don't know if that's really accurate. It does the same thing on my phone.
Yeah, I'm sending her.
I'll go ahead and share it again in the Discord.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Mr. Bong.
What up?
I thought you guys fell asleep in here.
Dude.
Yeah, we're just doing a little practice run on YouTube, trying to share things.
Oh yeah, cool.
New idea for a show on my channel.
A show, wow.
Yeah, me and Ron, we'll be co-hosts and invite people to. We'll bring up subjects and then invite people to come in and share if they want to, and that's pretty much the idea so far. Maybe it'll grow from here. I don't know. It's kind of a new thing. What you been up to, man?
Oh, nothing. Just I'm all over the place,
Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, we're live on YouTube right now on my channel.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing a live stream.
Yeah, we're doing a live stream from the gold.
We stream all the time, so it's like no big deal,
Well, I didn't know if Bong knew.
Maybe.
He probably just saw us up here and was like, "Hey, what's up?" But we're doing a live stream from here.
Are you guys live now?
Yeah, I just posted it in the lobby.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out.
And you're on the live stream, Bong. You better stay here.
You're famous.
You're famous for 13 people watching.
What's up? 13 people. Illuminati confirmed.
No, we need 33, man. We got to get it up to 33.
Definitely need
no
to
connection.
Get it to 33. Definitely need to get it to 33. 33 people watching.
So how does it work? Or just the two of us in here and then we chat with them out there?
You could text. You could text in the
link
YouTube,
and you'll see how it works.
or you could text. Yeah, YouTube. You got to go on YouTube chat to text.
It works the same way as my other live stream. It's just you're in this room talking to everyone talking to us instead of talking to everyone in the big live stream channel.
I just said yo.
Yo. Oh, hey, I'm gonna have to wrench you up there, Ghost Nation.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, this is something me and Ron are trying. You know, there'll be changes, of course, with the format and the format and the function of this entire thing. I'm not liking the way this OBS. Back. Oh shit! Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Oh. Did you read?
I'm just gonna send some people invites.
Hey Bong, did you read? Did you read Ron's little poem he made?
Poem? Yeah.
The poem? The poem?
Yeah, it was cool.
It is cool, isn't
Yeah,
it?
man.
I'm gonna make
He
it
would
into
make
a
a
song.
good song.
You're a poet and didn't even know it.
No, I didn't know it.
He knew it.
I've known it. I've made many poems, Bong.
Oh, you are a poet, and you did
Yeah.
know it. Yeah, dude.
I've made 100 poems and songs and stuff. I do a lot of writing.
You got a channel?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm most of my shit is on Steemit, like my blog articles, and
Yeah.
I don't write a lot of. This is the first poem I busted out. I'm like, yeah, to bust out a song, you need the music, but I'm like, this could easily be put to music. Just the format, how it's
Yes.
very short. It's short and punchy. You know, like very brief lines. The Goyim no, right? Like all these lines are nice and short. It's easy to. Helio did it perfect. He did like a little punk rock version.
Yeah, I can make it work. I just gotta like focus on it.
You could do a hip hop version.
Well,
Goyim no. Goyim
it's gonna
no,
be
Goyim
like-
no. Goyim no. You know how silly hip hop is these days. The Goyim no. No,
You know, some
Yeah, man.
my idea is very, sort of similar to that, but yeah. Yeah. I think tomorrow when I get home from work, I'll just like go straight in and see if I can
Put it to
see
the
what's crazy is all my audio I have focused on OBS and stuff, but then like if I like open up the recording software, I have to reset like different functions for my audio interfaces and stuff. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not a pain in the ass to do it. It's just a pain in the ass for the audio to work right, man. When you're doing the recordings, that's part of the biggest pain in the ass of it. When you have to switch back and forth. But I'll
Hey, Ron, can you drop a link to that poem you did again for Flyers? Oh, I'll have a look. Oh,
Just
Yeah,
send it
let me
again.
get you
just
a
send
link.
it to him in DM, man.
Yeah.
I'll send it. It's in Steemit, but I could send you the poem. And then if you know how to do music, can you do music?
Yeah.
You know how to make music, Bong?
Yeah, I used to produce hip hop music.
Oh, dude,
Till my
this would
ear
be.
went. Yeah,
This will
that's
be
what I just wanted to.
We can all collaborate, man.
You know what's funny, dude?
Yep.
It's not even funny, but on Steemit is like a little podunk shithole,
Yep.
social media shithole, right?
Yep.
Anyway, I got 200 votes right out of the gate. I never got that many votes.
Off
That
of
was like the most.
that poem.
Yeah, that was on that poem. Yeah, right out of the gate in the first hour, right? Anyway, it fizzled out. I got the 200 votes in the first hour, and then 2 votes over the next 2 days. I'm like, what the? They put the brakes on it. They're like, it was going viral, and not going viral, but it was trending. It was trending on all the tags. It was trending on poetry. It was trending on all art. Like it was trending. It was at the top because it had so many votes, and then they squashed it. No votes after that. They pulled the plug. I mean, 200 in the first hour, and then only 2 votes over the next 2 days. It hit the firmament. It went off like a rocket, and it slammed into the firmament. No more. It didn't want.
You know, it's funny.
They
I got
didn't
I got the
want
most
to.
responses from this. I was gonna show it, but this is what I was gonna is like. I'm gonna show this, but but I was like, no, I'm not gonna show that. But I should because it's hilarious. You know, the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion group on, Nathan Thompson's group on Facebook. He's got like 140,000 members or whatever. I just shared a video that someone else put. It was let's see, what is it called? It's hilarious. But I mean, it can go for either side. It's just a joke kind of video. It's just hilarious.
I can't wait, dude. I can't wait.
Hey.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go buy a guitar and like go fill this in for you.
No, here in Australia they say Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, 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 hey.
But anyway,
No, this is pretty
I
cool.
shared. Somebody posted it, and I shared it on that group, and I've got like 200, over 200 like responses. People are just going crazy because it's like when a globe head loses flat Earth debate, and it's just this kid just like going crazy in his bedroom, like just having a hissy fit about a video game or something. But anyway, everybody I was like, man, they're going nuts about that video, but it's just funny because it's like, man, it's just a joke. Why are you getting so butthurt that we just made fun of? It's like both of us lose debate sometimes, Sometimes the Globey wins, sometimes the Flat Earth wins. But everybody's just like, yeah, it's just like when Flat Earth is, they
I got it.
that means they lost too. It's like, no, man, it's a joke, man. What the hell, man? Why do they get so so emotional? I get so emotional, baby.
Let me see if Handsome
Oi,
Truth
baby.
is.
Fake. Oi, vape. It's okay. It's okay to be a goy. Oi, vape. Oi, vape. It's okay to be a goy. The cattle know they run the show. The more we work, the more we owe. We're born a slave and forced to serve. The beast of Satan, Federal Reserve. Hey, sets of laws meant to see. We used to seek to supersede the laws of God for the laws of man. They use your name to pull the scam, all uppercase, but still the same. The only prison is in your brain. Always vague, hey, and then the hook. It only works if you comply. For us to live, they have to die. They're not content to coexist. They push the limits, and now we're pissed. So pick a side. I mean, it's cool. It's a bit, but we, it's very
You're
hip
you're
hopish,
kind
man.
of doing a monotone. You gotta apply the right
Gotta have some
at the
Yeah.
punching
emotion.
parts.
Yeah, I was just doing the beat because
I know.
Like
Yeah,
every word. Yeah, let me
I
show
can hear it in my head. I can hear ODD doing this one. He's got that.
Here's how I was gonna do it. Like, oi vey, it's okay to be goy. Oi vey, it's okay to be goy. That's like the opening, like that, and maybe like two people singing it.
Yeah, just
Like the
keep
first
that
guy
rhythm. Boom, go back, go
That
back, go
rhythm.
back,
Oi,
go back,
hey,
go back, go back, go back.
Cattle know they run the show. The more we work, the more we owe. We're born a slave and forced to serve the beast of Satan, the Federal Reserve.
The Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta say it a
Maybe
little
we'll
bit
get rid of the. Maybe get rid of the beast of Satan, Federal Reserve. That sounds better. The beast of Satan, Federal Reserve, like that. Federal Reserve, because it's too
Or
many syllables.
Or
Well, you can do
Federal
the beast of
Reserve.
Satan, the Federal Reserve.
Oh no, just federal.
Beast of Satan.
Federal.
Beast of
Those-
Satan,
Yeah, the
Beast
Federal
of chopped
Satan.
syllable.
Federal Reserve.
like this: the Beast of Satan, Federal Reserve.
Nah,
No.
it runs too much. I just say
Federal
the Beast of Satan.
Federal.
Beast of Satan. Federal Reserve. Yeah, we got to get rid of the.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Well, I'll have to work on it. I'm going to work on it
I
tomorrow.
think that syllable. Okay, forced to serve the
chugging.
Beast of Satan. Federal Reserve. The Beast of Satan. Federal Reserve. It works. There's too like the. You don't need the. Beast of Satan. Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve. 3 syllables. The Beast of Satan. Federal Reserve. And forced to serve. And forced to serve. I got 2 in there twice. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
See,
I
I'm
saw
just
it.
I'm proofreading this right now. I didn't even know I fucked up.
Dude, ODD will kill this, man. I mean, he's got that, dun 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 dun.
Hey,
dun,
man,
dun, dun, dun.
don't give it to ODD. We're going to kill this, man. We're working on it together.
We're gonna
We
kill.
we
man.
are going to kill this. Yeah, we're gonna do.
I don't care if he does it. This is open source, man. You can run with it. I have no copyright.
Everybody make their own version of it.
Make your own version and put your own spin on it, dude.
Like a
Enforce
version.
I doubled it up, dude. I wrote this in 10 minutes when I was half asleep. No joke.
Nice.
It's good lyrics, man. I like it. I like it a lot.
I didn't even edit it though. I just fucking I didn't proofread it. Better go fix that.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Like the I like the the username to pull the scam.
I'm gonna get rid of the. I don't like to have shit.
You can't
I'm
get rid of it
changing
on
it
my
to
side.
Beast
Maybe
of
when you hear
Satan.
the way I do it, then you'll be like, oh, yeah, I see now.
Well, let me hear how you sing it. I changed it. The Beast of Satan, Federal Reserve. There's a little pause after Satan. The Beast of Satan. You hold the N.
The Beast
Federal
of
Reserve.
Satan, the Federal Reserve.
No, I don't like the. It's got to go. The Beast of Satan, Federal Reserve.
Born a slave and forced to serve. The Beast of Satan, the Federal Reserve. That's what
No,
I had.
I don't like it. I like it just to go. The Beast of Satan. Hold the N. Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve. Yeah,
Federal.
whatever.
Federal Reserve. Like the Federal Reserve. It sounds better to me. It didn't. It sounds like you're. It
Yeah, I
sounds
got
like
you.
you're putting stumbling. It sounded stumbling, and I never thought of
so
it.
You say, yeah, like Federal
ran out of
Reserve.
gas.
Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve. Yeah.
Yeah. Federal on the snare, like Federal Reserve. You know what I mean?
You're adding 3
here.
syllables. You said federal. I just say federal.
Federal Reserve.
Crush it into 2 syllables. Federal. Federal Reserve.
So you're taking out the and the E between the D and the R.
No,
I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you, man.
Federal. Take out the E. Federal. Sure. Like, I don't know, compress it into 2 syllables. You know how some rappers do shit like that. Federal Reserve. Federal. Federal. Yeah, just federal.
Re on reserve. Re hits on the snare. So it's like
Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve.
The Beast of Satan, the Federal Reserve. Or not the. No, to be.
Close.
The Beast of
Oh,
Satan,
it's
Federal
one.
Reserve.
Federal Reserve.
Hey,
Hey, what's up,
Spiral, man.
Spiral?
What's up, bro?
We're spiraling out of control here.
Riggs just sent me a message, said add me to the group. I was like, what group are you talking about?
I don't know what you guys work on, but it sounds like it.
Hey, Spiral,
pretty
did
good.
you know we're on live stream on my channel?
Oh,
Yeah,
Right
but
on.
you're welcome though. I mean, that's why I wanted to do it in the gold chat, so anybody could just jump in. But that's why I keep posting it in the other parts of the Discord.
gotcha.
Man, those paintings that you showed last night, that shit was awesome. I
Yeah,
like that.
That moth.
yeah. I don't know what. I tried to go for a butterfly, but then it kind of turned into a moth, so I just went with it.
Dude, you don't even know how many times I posted this, and I fucked it up. I had the word two in there twice. I'm like, oh no.
Are we doing some raps? I got some.
I was doing poetry, but I fucked it up.
I got some bars.
I'm just shortening it up a little bit. You wanna sing it to him, one of you guys?
Yep.
I think Helio has the right punch to it. He sounds kind of punk rock.
Yeah, I kind of have some experience with this, so I've written like 5 albums.
I'm getting rid of the.
Okay.
Let me see. I'll go through it real fast. Oy vey, it's okay to be goy. Oy vey, it's okay to be goy. The cattle know, they run the show. The more we work, the more we owe. We're born a slave and forced to serve the beast of Satan, Federal Reserve. 2 sets of laws meant to deceive, with UCC to supersede the laws of God or the laws of man. They use your name to pull the scam. All uppercase, but still the same. The only prison is in your brain. It only works if you comply. For us to live, they have to die. They're not content to coexist. They push the limits, and now we're pissed. So pick a side. The end is near. I trust in God. I have no fear. The game is over. The final blow. The spawns of Satan. Oh, wait a minute. For the spawns of Satan, because the Goyim know. Maybe that doesn't sing so good. Like, for the spawns of Satan. The game is over. The final blow. For the spawns of Satan, because the Goyim know. It sounds better if you're not singing it, just reading it. That, the extra words. The game is over. The final blow. For the spawns of Satan, because the Goyim know.
Or the game is over. The final blow for the spawns of Satan, because the game is over. The final blow for the spawns of Satan, because the Goyim know.
Yep.
You could drop the music out on that last set of lines there, and just like that could be like a spoken part.
Yeah, the Goyim know. That's like the most profound part about it. They got so triggered, dude. They were so triggered. He goes, "Take that down." I'm like, "Why? What's wrong? That's not what we're about."
Who, Steam it? Who?
No, the guys on Patriot fucking fag box.
Patriot fag.
That's not what we're about.
Box. I don't know, man. The soap fags. I think, like the Jews in the soap. The Jew soap. There, they finally left my vote. We got 9 votes. Did we get anybody new in here? We only got 11. Where did our people go? We lost 2. Yeah, I think the better thing to do, if we find another live stream, and then invite people over here. Even right now, we can find live streams and bring people here. Like type in live stream on YouTube. I got to see who I can mod for. Let me see. I mod for a couple, and then like people that I know, they're modding. I could ask them. And then if people like hanging out here, it could be like a thing. Like, yeah, come in. Every night from 10 to 12, we're going live, so go to hell. Like, we'll get something we can rhyme, like, it won't even be like, rap session or whatever. You know what? When Bong was doing that bing bing, I realized what didn't sound right. It's, you know, for someone to proofread it like that, even really dry, like a monotone.
Like the Federal Reserve, is that what?
I think, yeah, I pulled it. I pulled it. I didn't like the Federal Reserve. I took out.
Yeah.
I had the word on or in or something. I had it twice. I had to remove. I had it fucked up. My I didn't edit this thing. I made like half asleep in the morning.
I like it. I'll have to show you guys some of my stuff when I get home. I'm almost there.
I liked it. I thought this was like the best shit I ever wrote, man. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm so proud of it. Because it says so much and so little. There's so few words, but it gets. If you don't know what UCC law is in the Federal Reserve, and you don't know, like, two sets of laws, they have two sets of laws. They usurp our Constitution with this, just by capitalizing our name and leaving it just the same as it is, like identical. You know, like, it's your name, it's just the same. It's the same exact name, but all capitalized.
Yeah.
And I don't, it wrote itself, really.
That's how good ones do.
Now we got to think what we're going to put for a verse. You know, like verse, chorus. Maybe crush two into that'll be the chorus. The two opening segments could be compressed into a verse. Like, oy vey, it's okay. That
last 4 lines you said sounds like a chorus to me.
the last 4
like
lines.
Yeah, that sounds like the hook.
That should be the hook. All right, let's see. The game is over. The final blow for the spawns of Satan, because the Goyim know. That's like the finishing dagger. You're saying that should just be repeated? We'll
Yeah,
start
it
it
should
with
be
the
like-
game is over.
Chorus.
Maybe you'll use the spawns of Satan because the Goyim know. We have
Maybe mix those last 4 with the first 2, or with the first 4 lines. You know, the oy vey.
oy
Yeah.
vey.
One,
Yeah, that's
like
I think-
I was just
so,
thinking that too.
like the
That could
last
work.
4 lines can be the beginning of the verse, or the ending of the I mean, the beginning of a chorus, or the ending of the verse. You know, and then it goes into the oy vey, then back to verse. You know what I mean?
I like it how it is. I like it how it is, but I think the hook should be this: the oy vey, oy, because that's the part people would sing. Like, it's okay to be
Yeah.
goy. That's the part you want to get across.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know, the it's okay to be white.
Yeah.
That was like the
Yeah.
T-shirt. It's okay to be goy. Goy is
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody except 2% of the world is a goy. So it's like, let's invite everyone in the crowd.
But maybe use those last 4 lines, the final blow, you know, down there, as the ending for all the verses. It's
Yes,
like
yes.
you know, lead to the chorus. Yeah, that sounds cool, because it sounds like it needs that there, right? Like when it says.
This is
Yeah.
the anchor. That is the anchor. The game is over. That's the last words. The final blow for the spawns of Satan, because the Goyim fucking know. We fucking know, man.
And then
It's
hook,
like-
oy vey.
You think you add another one? I don't know. We could make multiple versions. Put it
No,
up.
I mean, just attach those 4 lines to the end of every verse, so that it leads into that hook, the oy vey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
end the
make up.
verses with.
We'll see what it sounds like. I don't care. I mean, I want to hear different versions.
It's like a pre-chorus. You know what I mean?
Do
Like
it.
Pre-chorus.
Yeah, it is the
It's-
Satanist. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
even
like
say. It doesn't
send
say
us
the
a
Jews
message.
anywhere, right? It doesn't say the Jews, and that's what I told the fucking guy. I'm like, where does it say the Jews?
Oy vey. And Goyim. It's
So
implied. Yeah.
it's implied, but it doesn't call anybody out. It's like, well, wait, who are the Federal Reserve? Do they call us Goyim? Those are the motherfuckers I'm talking about. The Federal Reserve. They call us Goyim. They invented the 2 sets of laws, right? They changed our name to uppercase to charge us as a business. It was all their doing. and they call us goys, and they think of us as like cattle. Okay, those are the people specifically. They know who I'm talking about, not the store clerk at the deli. Didn't fucking concoct this evil plot, right? 72. What's that one, Helio? 72 words? What's that mean? Still there?
You know, in one of 72.
72 virgins? Oh shit, 27. Yeah, man, make up a different versions. And if Bong, you want to make like a rap.
Yeah, I'll check on a beat. See
Oh,
what happens.
Midi has his beats.
Yeah, maybe I think he's into the music production too.
I'm thinking like the Blitzkrieg bop, like that kind of some kind of punk rock music. Oh, we got 72 human. That's what it is. I didn't even see there's a delay up in here. Yeah, we're just putting shit out there, man. Trying different shit.
Man, that was weird.
We're kind of sloppy. We didn't get this right. We're gonna add like a call-in number, so if anyone wants to call in and be on the show, we're gonna have that. Is there any sound yet?
That was an experiment. Apparently, I can't join on my phone. It'll kick me out of this voice chat, which will shut down the audio on the live stream. So
Yeah, I think we got it now.
now I know.
I can hear you coming. I could hear you now.
I think they can hear
But I
us
could
on the
hear
live
you
stream
before.
too.
I'm
Well,
on
but you
Discord,
could hear me
and then I
because
got
you were
the
in
YouTube
that. But
video.
what happened is I went outside to smoke a cigarette while you guys were talking, and I was like, I'll join the live stream, or I'll join the chat from my phone. And what happened when I did that? It kicked me out of the computer voice, which
Yeah.
completely kicked all of the audio of our discussion on the live stream. So that was an
Well,
experiment.
now you know.
Now I know.
It's better now than with 100 people watching.
So, but for some reason, the bubbles aren't popping up anymore. Here it is. Hold on a second. Why this not working? Do some adjustments here. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching tonight. This has been pretty cool so far. We're gonna do this a lot more in the near future.
Yeah, you know what? There's some people that are like can chat a lot, like Becky from Australia. She'll be burning up the chat. We'll probably have to put it on time delay because she chats a lot. 13 people, she'll put 100 fucking text messages in like a minute. It's like bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, she sounded pretty cool, man.
Yeah, she's cool, and it just they make it fun because they're outgoing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that watch the whole time, they won't say anything. They'll just be lurking. Definitely not a lurker. It's fun having people in here. Where do I know Lisa? Were you on Lift the Veil, Lisa? Hey, this might have been her, Helio. I think I remember her name when she said, "When are you guys going live?" She followed from Lift the Veil.
Oh, in the shit, I'm losing track of.
The
I
link,
got so many
the link
windows open.
that you deleted. She might have been the one that asked that.
Oh yeah, she said yes. Oh cool. Well, welcome, Lisa. Yeah. You know, there's so many topics, man, that we could cover, but we're just kind of like we're talking about your song and everything, which is that's something in the works. But what else is anyone been following?
I don't think she answered yes if she came there from Lift the Veil. You know, like that question was from a couple of minutes ago, or maybe I don't know. Yes and yes.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't know if we're on a delay. I asked her again.
I think that was.
I got.
Yeah, I think that was a yes for.
If she subscribed to your channel, if she subscribed one of your newer subs, then that's her. That's why you shouldn't have deleted that link because people were coming over. That was the link I left.
Yeah.
And they would read the messages in the chat, comments, and say, "Aha, we'll come back later."
Yeah, it's done now.
You might have had 2 more people here if you didn't delete it. We'll try it again. We'll try it again, and I'll leave this link, right? Or I'll wait till you're streaming already, and you just hold it down, even if it's a boring stream. Say, yeah, we're going to pick it up after. I'm just, leaving it open. You're welcome to come and chat, but we're going to be here after. So it's a live stream.
I thought about just like pulling a Math Powerland and just play my guitar for like an hour. Except my guitar playing is way better than his.
I'd like to hear what music you have set up for the Goyim Knows song.
Well, I don't have anything set up yet. I'm going to work on it tomorrow when I get home from work.
You know who's pretty good is Jurassic Liars is really talented on a guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a really good riff.
You never heard any of my music?
I did. I heard you a little bit. You were jamming out a little bit
on
the electric.
Like I have a whole playlist on my channel with like 4 albums.
No, I haven't.
I'll go ahead and post it.
Hey, look, we're picking up viewers. It's up to 16. We got 6 new ones.
Cool, man.
That's
Welcome,
it. Just dropped the
everybody.
14. It's alive.
I mean, and like you were saying there, I mean, when we started, there were several people. I mean, journalism was live, and Bro Sanchez is live, and there's a bunch of people that were live when we started. So
Yeah, we talk about all kind of stuff from like conspiracies. We talked about the yellow vest movement in France. We talked about like stuff that's going on, politics. We talked about like the California fires, 9/11, the directed energy weapons. Talk about the banking system, like the Federal Reserve, all types of corruption in the government, things like that. We talk about things most people won't. Yeah, Truther Channel.
yeah, we do talk, which I don't mind the taboo subjects at all. I mean, it's some of the more taboo subjects could get your channel shut down, but we'll see what happens.
We won't talk about FF, the false flags. We won't talk about that so much.
Well, I mean,
Because
and also some of the JQ stuff can kind of get you in trouble too. So I don't
yeah,
know.
well, if you're blatantly obvious and too over the edge, yeah,
Right.
you just got to be more cryptic.
But anyway, I just posted a link to a playlist with my music. Most of it's from shit 15 years ago or more, 20 years ago. So, but that's it's all of it's my vocals, and then some of it's my guitar too. So, but yeah, I'll just like if I have to fill time, I'll pick up my Les Paul and rip out some solo action.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the Spiral's heard me play a lot before, so you already know. But so I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, if we got a few more, I was putting it in there. I wanted to get some random people or some of my friends, like other people were streaming. That's part of the problem. There was too many other hot live streams that were on. But tomorrow, maybe there's not. We'll do the same thing tomorrow. And then we could leave links like, hey, after this, you guys could hang out with us at 24/7 Flat Earth. That's
Yeah,
where we mostly do it.
well, that's why. I mean, that was the plan. Just do this for a couple hours, and have people from the server come in and we talk about maybe what's been happening in the server, what we saw on YouTube, or any pertinent articles that we following the action of the day. We talk, get over, and then invite everyone to come into the Discord. Then I'll go ahead and then go live on the other channel, the Flat Earth Discord live channel. So that's my thought. Is to do that. But it also kind of depends. I mean, I won't start a live stream on the Discord unless people are in there. It's active. There's no reason to go live when nobody's talking in the Discord. You know what I mean? But there usually is, this time of night. Usually there's people, but it doesn't look like there is now, though. It looks like it's pretty.
Yeah, it was a slow night. It's a slow night for everyone. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool. I mean, but like I said, if there's something a specific topic, even if we did a short live stream for 30 minutes to an hour, if you had something you want to talk about, just message me, and then when I get time, I'll say, "Hey, Ron, I'm ready," and then boom, go live for 30 minutes to an hour. Just do a short stream and get the information out there. A lot of times that can be more effective to do shorter streams like that, and just like
this is just the opening night. If everyone's chilling, Shoni's there. Let's send her an invite.
Sweet.
She's got a really nice voice. I'd like to get her in here.
But yeah, and like I said, we're using, the Gold Plus voice chat, which a lot of people can't access on Discord. But I'll also figure out another way to do it, where I more than likely, once I figure it out, it'll be like a private Discord call, which you can only have 8 people at a time in there. Which that's plenty, but you'll be able to share screen and stuff like that too. So I just
Oh,
I was messing with it earlier, and I just couldn't figure it out before we did this stream. But I'll work on that some more as well. So
yeah, work on the song too, so you could play. If we do have a little lull, it's like, okay, here's our song.
yeah, I mean, I have a lot of my own music I can play, but it's not like Flat Earth music. Well, it's truther music, some of it, because I wrote a lot of the lyrics years ago, and I've been a truther for a long time, so I have a lot of music I can play. That's my own music. But I mean, it's not just me.
Yeah.
I was in a band with people, but we recorded some pretty good stuff.
Oh, are you reading the chat on YouTube? Like Lisa asked. So I noticed you don't post a lot on your YouTube channel.
Oh, you talking about like video? Yeah, this is.
Maybe you should talk about me. I'm not sure who that question was directed at.
Might
Have you
be me. Or
posted
is you talking about I don't have
Put
a
up
lot of
videos?
videos? Yeah. That's why I wanted to start doing this, on a regular basis, because I don't have a lot of consistent content. But I'd like to, I want to. And she may not be aware of the other channel too.
Oh yeah, we do have one that we go live.
Yeah, it's in.
Oh, good. She's
There's a
subscribed.
link. There's
All
a
right.
link in the description to the other Discord channel.
You know
If
what we'll do,
subscribe
Lisa?
to that channel, we go live on there all the time, from the Discord, and that's
What we're
my
gonna do,
channel too.
Lisa, we're gonna also start. Yeah, you could come to the Discord and hang out with us, but we'll start streaming like a regular event, streaming live, and then like maybe after Lift the Veil show, and then you could get some of your friends from that chat. We could come over here. We cover the news. We're gonna cover like current events, like say something happened in France, the Yellow Vest movement, or something happened in Syria. We're gonna try and keep on top of all the news, and maybe even cover the false flags, but maybe do it in a very down low way where it doesn't get strikes. Like when you mentioned David Hogg's name, that was very toxic. When people were doing that and calling out the incident in Florida, that was getting people shut down. Just even mentioning it. I mean, that's my favorite stuff to talk about is those kind of things. Like, but their YouTube channel, their death for your channel. Oh, look who we have. We have Negator.
Well,
That's all right. Everybody's welcome.
you see, he's got a wrench on my channel. Everybody's like, "Why the fuck's Negator wrenched on your channel?" It's like, he's actually he the only reason that I give him a wrench is so people just don't ban him, because if he just gets out of control, then I'll take it away and we can just ban him. But he's actually he knows what's up here, man. So when he might question why I gave Negator a wrench, that's why.
Is he on top of other conspiracies like 9/11 and other?
No, he's actually he's the official story guy.
Oh man, we can't have that, Helio. Can't have the official story, man.
I think it's funny. That's what I'm saying. If he already knows what's up. No, actually, before we started doing this, I was about to go clear some of the wrenches out, but I forgot he was still one of them. But
Yeah,
see
you
what
might have
happens.
to do that, man, because we're gonna lose street cred.
Yeah, yeah, I'll fix that.
It's like having someone with a flat Earth role who's not a flat earther. We'll give Kosho, we'll give him a moderator. Yeah, Kosho's a mod. He's a flat earther. Oh no, when did that happen? You know, when he's out there spamming us.
No, but as far as our, I don't know, well, I don't know. Until further, there's sometimes I feel like just like no,
You like debate. You like having
I don't
someone to
necessarily
debate.
like the debate. I just like for my chat to be clean as long as the people that are in there are clean. And that's what I mean. And Negator never like calls people names or stupid or anything. He just likes to ask. He asks questions. I mean, I know he's trolling, but that's you know. And like Charlie has a wrench, you know, and he's never rude to anybody. He just asks questions and stuff. So
Who is Charlie? Let me see.
Charlie, he's
Who is
brought
that
up
guy?
in the chat.
He's giving us
There's only a couple guys that I've done that for. So,
Bill. I forget his name. Pete.
but
Pete.
but
Shea.
they already know.
That-
No, Pete doesn't have. He's not going to get a wrench. He's a
no,
flat
he's
earther.
I would ban.
He's
I
a
would
flat
ban
earther,
him.
but he's not. Oh man. Sometimes if people get banned, I'm just going to unban them. Depends on what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just the way I run my chat. You know and that's the way I've always done it. So. But anyway,
I learned things. Yeah, you're pretty much right on that. Everything that we're told, flip it. If you want to know the truth, flip it. Like about the Earth, okay, they tell us it's spinning and orbiting. No, it's stationary, no movement. Like everything about it is the reverse, is the opposite. It's tilted. No, it's level. The sun is the center. No, the Earth is the center. Like every single thing, they flipped. It's fucking crazy. And that's why it's so hard for people to believe you because literally it's upside down world. And they even tell us we're upside down, but we're not. We're right side up.
yeah, I mean everything's the opposite. It's like if you watch it on the news, whatever they tell you, pretty much, unless you know if it's something very drastic and important, it's
Usually a lie.
Usually a lie. Yeah. If it's just reporting, a fireman saved a cat from a tree, probably true.
Or 50% chance of rain. Okay, yeah, it rained in Toledo today. Okay, yeah, it rained in Toledo. No big deal.
Right.
Anything that's of substance, anything important, they're going to lie about. 9/11, all these events.
Especially if it's politically, divisive, or has to do with war. Some enemy, some perceived enemy that you're supposed to, whether that be domestic or international.
Yeah.
You know what's
Basically,
crazy?
if it's national or global news and not any kind of like local, just
They
telling you
lie
about
about
what's
local,
happening here.
dude. They lie
Yeah, they
about
do that
local.
too.
There was a shooting, a fake shooting. This black man that was collecting cans, and he held up the bag of cans in front of his face, and there was like a fake blood pack in there, and like someone randomly shot him. That was fake. It's like, why would they fake that? You know what I mean? I forget the name, like Christopher Christ or something.
Haven't
He had a
seen
name
that
like
one.
that.
Haven't
Remember
seen that
that?
one. No, I don't
Oh
haven't
yeah,
seen that one.
it was around Easter. It was around Easter. In his name, he had Christ's name. Like the whole thing was a psyop. And you're like, why would they pull something like that? It wasn't a really huge event, but it was fake. I forget the man's name and everything, but they fake stuff big and small.
Getting all my windows mixed up here.
Juggling. Oh, these are your songs up there? Yeah, they do control us by fear. Yeah. And that's like in that poem, It only works if you comply. If we stop listening and say, I'm not gonna follow your illegal, unjust laws, I'm not doing it. It's over. The game is over. And that's what we want. We want enough people to say, I am not gonna follow these bullshit laws. That's how you get change. It doesn't even have to be violent. It's just saying, I will not comply. And if everyone does that, or not even everyone, but if a critical mass of people say, I've had enough, I'm not doing it. If the French yellow vest, enough people like that stood up and said, I'm not paying these taxes, and enough people all got together and did it, they couldn't enforce it. Okay.
Yeah.
They would give in. And that's how you win. You have to impose your will. Otherwise, they'll run you over. And they have been running us over. They've been pushing us to the limit, just below a revolution. They keep us boiling right below that threshold where people will revolt. And every time they get to that level, they back down a little bit. Okay, let them think they have a win, but we'll keep boiling them. We'll keep boiling them, and we'll take a half a bite. Instead of a full bite, we'll take 2 half bites. What's the end result is still the same. We will consume them. Yeah, the big channels, you're mostly going to get bullshit. A lot of the, it's hard to find a good truther channel. The bigger ones, the bigger you get, the more they cover shit up, and they read the official, like Alex Jones. He woke up a lot of us to like the term, what is a false flag? I didn't know what that was before Alex Jones, but if I had stayed there on his plantation, I never would have found out the truth about 9/11 and about other false flags. I would have never found out about that. He backed down on it, like Pizzagate. He backed down. We could talk about that too.
Yeah, he
Ridley
backed,
Pizzagate stuff. Oh yeah, he totally backed down on it.
yeah, he backed down on Sandy Hook and
Mhm.
barely talked about Boston Marathon, which is one of the most obvious false flags of all time.
Yeah, like Nathan gets Wolfgang on his show, Wolfgang Halbig.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. I love Wolfgang. You know, if we had a bigger audience, he would probably come on here. You know, if we could get like 500 people. I mean, we might down the road have a channel like that where lots of people tune in because it's like entertaining.
Yeah, I mean that's why we're trying this out, and the more we do this, the more I'll learn. As far as production wise, and it'll be more polished and more focused. I mean that's why I wanted you to come on here. You have a lot of good ideas, and you keep track of a lot of the information going around on YouTube, and you're very active. So that's why I wanted you to be involved. So
Were these my links? The mud flood buildings were those links that I sent you? Because that's another
the ones I'm
topic.
playing right now.
I would like to dig into this mud flood
Pretty
stuff.
sure
That's
that was you
very
that sent that to me.
Yeah, I have. See, look at all those buildings, dude. See the
know.
buildings in the middle. All those buildings are the same architecture, and they're all over the world. Dude, that is not a coincidence. It was the same group of people who built them. Look at those things. The Parthenon. Look how many there is.
Well, and that's
Where are we looking at?
I'm looking at YouTube in the middle screen.
Well,
Well, it's actually the top one. See that white marble building with all the pillars? You just went a little bit too far. Right there. Yep, that one.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of stuff about history I'd like to get into. It's just like we have different interests, and some of like the mud flood thing kind of connects to a lot of questions that I've had about archaeology and the the obvious fake history that they've told us.
We could touch on it. We could touch on mud floods. I think we should cover everything.
Well, but I wouldn't necessarily call it mud flood. Mud flood to me is kind of a new thing. I think it really connects to something deeper, in my opinion.
Well, we need a name to call it that everyone knows
right.
about.
Right? Yeah. That actually could probably help.
This is really trend. Mud flood is trending on
hidden history.
Yeah, it's big, dude. It's people talking about it on Facebook, on YouTube, on Discord, on Twitter. It's a big thing. Even that Martin Flat Earth British,
Oh,
he just had his 10,000 subscriber video, and now he's got like 15,000
yeah,
in like a week.
like in the past couple months, he's gotten like 5,000 subscribers. He started doing
Not
videos
even
on-
the last
yeah,
2
like,
weeks.
yeah,
In the last 2 weeks, he grew 50%. His channel went. It took him how many years? 5 years to get the first 10,000, and
right,
it took him 2 weeks to get 50% more.
exactly.
He's growing. He's growing fast.
And he's a really smart guy too, and he does I mean, does great videos. What sucks for me is that when I have time to follow, I'm at work, you know, and I can't. I can listen to it, but you don't really get the full effect if you just listen. When I'm working, I can listen. I like to listen to a lot of YouTube videos more than I watch them.
Hey,
And
Helio,
you can't just listen to his videos. You have to watch them too. So,
look at the height of that handrail on the bottom video. Look how tall that is. That is a handrail, that marble handrail, just where it is right now, the lower picture. You'll see a man holding his arm up. He could barely touch the top of it. And on a normal handrail, that's like 3 feet tall. These were
oh
built
yeah,
for giants. They were built for taller people because the windows, the doors, and the ceiling height and the stairs, they're all proportioned for much larger people. And there's a lot of buildings like this. There was thousands of buildings. If people were small, like if people were regular size like they are today, why would you have a 10-foot tall window? Why would you make 10-foot or 12-foot tall doors? It's unnecessary. It's a waste of building materials. Why make it so big? It's more space to heat. You know, it's like you can get
right.
less floors in a building instead of having like
Look at that
15 or
sword, man.
yeah, the sword, the books,
Holy
all that
shit.
stuff.
The sword was as big as that dude. Dude was holding the sword. It was taller than him.
Did you see those books? Those enormous books, the
Yeah,
enormous door.
that's yeah. I mean, what they tell us in general science about history is complete bullshit.
Yeah, who would be swinging that sword, dude? You'd have to be a very, big, strong person to be swinging that meat hook.
No,
He'll leave you
nobody
clean
gets
in
swung
half,
for it.
dude. That dude would be like what, 13, 14 feet tall. Well, wait. A normal person would have what, a 3-foot sword?
Yeah,
Both
maybe
sides.
that'd be a big one.
Half
Yeah,
that. Okay, so that guy like a sword would be half your height. Like if you're 6 foot, you'd have a 3-foot sword.
right. It'd be about
That
the
sword,
size of a cane or the length of a cane, you know, or whatever.
well, that sword is what? Well over the height of that
Yeah,
man.
that was like 6 feet long.
Yeah, even more. And so you got, say it's like even 7 foot tall. That means that person would be about 14 foot tall, 14, 15 foot tall. Very, very big. And then every
Oh
time you
shit.
add a foot,
Yeah.
every foot is going to be about 10 pounds per inch. You're talking 120 pounds. So start with a 6 foot man at 200 pounds, just a general ballpark. And then you start adding 120 pounds for every foot. You're talking almost like a 2,000-pound man.
Yep. Amazing.
See, it's probably more than that, like more than 10 pounds an inch because they're much heavier built. It depends on your structure, but like for a normal person, like a nice, like an athletic built, you're talking someone like my size. I'm like 200 pounds, sometimes 210. And I'm like 6 foot, 6 foot half inch, and like somebody like Shaq is like 7 foot tall, and he's like over 300 pounds. So he's yeah 320. He's about built about my scale. If you add that extra inches
Right.
and 10 pounds an inch, I'm like built about like Shaq.
I see Lisa in the chat said something. She said, "Okay, giants. Do you think it's crazy that army men are talking about fighting against red-headed giants? Goes back to the Bible, in my personal opinion, as the end would be the same as as those days, the days of Noah. Now,
Yeah, there was a man.
there's some guys in when they went to Afghanistan. There's some soldiers that uh, that claim that saw a red-headed giant in Afghanistan. You know, from after 9/11, when they went to Afghanistan, they saw a giant like 10 feet tall, 10, 11 feet tall or something like that. They said they were describing it as a red-headed giant. Well, let me find it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that shit. They said it had like 2 rows of
There's
teeth.
a freaking giant in Afghanistan.
I did hear about him, dude. Yeah, Afghan Kandahar. Here it is.
What'd you find?
Giant Kandahar, Afghanistan. U.S. military encounters him. Strange but true.
There's like history's mysteries will remain a mystery as long as they keep bullshitting us about cavemen and shit 10,000 years ago. Which the cavemen are actually probably smarter than we are now. The ones that they call cavemen are probably actually a lot smarter and had more advanced technology than we do now.
Oh, they did, dude. They weren't cavemen. These were advanced.
There's
people.
no such thing. It's retarded.
Nah, they just knew how to use nature, like, and not go against it.
Well, they weren't living in a cave. Maybe that man was living in a cave, that giant, but he was more primitive. But like the people who built these stone buildings, they were not primitive, and they were giants. And there's like, okay, they were big, but they weren't like 36 feet tall. Like they were like half of that. You know, someone like 15 foot tall would be like ridiculous big. Like Shaq is ridiculous big at 7 foot. You're like, wow, this guy's fucking huge. Now double that. Double that.
Right.
It's like, dude, Shaq is fucking enormous. Now this guy's twice the size of him. Now you imagine a guy twice the size of that, like a 15-footer, and then you go to a 36. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're talking real giants. Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about 15 to 20 feet tall. Yeah.
That was the normal size. That wasn't even a giant. That was normal.
Right. You ever talk to Jimbo about the Titans and stuff? You ever seen some of his stuff?
Well, the Titans were even bigger. Yeah, they were hundreds of feet tall.
Yeah.
That's like biblical. Yeah, proportions.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, and a lot of people claim that some of the we're actually living on top of the Titans, now, which is
Mud Fossil University talks about that.
So that's interesting. But it's hard to prove, especially since we don't like. You can exhume some of the stones that might claim to be the bodies of these Titans and really forensically examine them and determine whether they are fossilized tissue, but you're never going to get a university or any you're not going to have any money behind it to confirm it right now, at least. So it's difficult.
You know what? Every time people start figuring this out, they destroy it. You don't want your shit destroyed because they will destroy it to keep this a secret. Like, I'm going to send you some shit right now. Look at this. Look at the architecture, how beautiful the structure was, how ornate. And look at the size of these books. This book is over 6 foot tall.
Wow.
Who is in this? This is the people with like the stairs were much taller. They were built, and look at the cabinets, the windows, the doors, the ceiling. Why would they make cabinets that large? You're a cabinet maker.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the
you have to
proportions
get
of
on
those
a fucking
cabinets.
ladder to get up there.
Right. And whose jacket is that made for? It's like, okay, you got a jacket for a 15-foot tall man. This window, how tall is the man that's going to stand in that window? Like, look at that shit. It's got uppers to those cabinets, and they're the same proportions as ours, except they're double the size. It makes sense to have a room like this. You're building a house. Wait a minute. Let me make a ceiling foot 20 feet tall instead of 8.
No,
Is it
I
necessary?
do make cabinets sometimes where people will, they're some of they'll be like 12-foot ceilings or whatever. They'll have some things up there, but they won't store things. They'll actually like have glass doors up at the top so that they just put like decorative collector like stuff in it just for decoration. They're not storing anything 12 feet off the ground.
Oh, good. Shoni came in here. I wanted to get her on the she's on our Discord too. Yeah, look at those doors, man. There's a guy standing in that door. Look at how big how big would you say that door is? I don't know if that man is 6 foot or 5 foot tall, or somewhere's in between.
Yeah, it's freaking humongous.
And when they made these statues, you think, oh, they made them larger than life. Maybe that was maybe that was life size. You see a statue that's like 20 feet tall, that might have been life size. We don't know. Considering the picture above it, where the window, the cabinets, the stairs to that building. Look at the scale of them. Look how large it was. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And look at the building materials, like how many extra board feet of lumber, like all those details. It wouldn't make sense, because especially they try to cut costs. They didn't cut costs back then. They built everything beautiful, like how ornate it was. Now those cabinets in there were kind of plain, like really plain. But if you go, see, there's the stairs. You're scrolling up. Look at the height of the stair post. For those, you could see they lowered it.
Right.
And they probably made the steps. They redid all the steps to make them shorter. They did that in stone. In a building, they took what was a normal step and they cut it in half. They halved it. So it was probably like a 12-inch, 14-inch step, and they cut it in half. So whoever made those steps was much bigger than us. They didn't do them all. They just did the middle section of the building where the people would walk up, but they left the other ones large, full size.
Hey man, I hate to do it, but man, I'm gonna have to cut the stream, man. It's 12:30.
That's fine.
Didn't get much sleep last night, but I think this has been been a great time, and we may try
We'll
it again.
do it
Try it
again.
again tomorrow night, if possible, or
Yeah, I'm good with this. What we'll do then, maybe get your stream cooking before we'll decide. Get it ready. Like, say someone's going live, and it's like, okay, he's going live. We're gonna wrap up that show, and then we'll transition to yours, someone else, and then we could divert people over here. Let's try and have some material ready. Maybe if you want a song, or we could dabble around the edges like this. Now at least you got lots of pictures we could look at. You got them all ready to go, and I could keep adding to this collection.
right. Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, let's look at these buildings. I'll find more interesting stuff.
definitely.
Whatever I'm looking at throughout the day, we'll make a show out of it.
Heck yeah, man.
and then people can add in, like people in the chat, they could add in their own stuff. Okay, good night, everyone. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate who else is still in voice here with us?
Catch you guys
Spiral,
later.
man. Appreciate you coming and talking to us. Bong, brother. We're gonna do this some more.
What? No.
Maybe I
Well,
may be able to set it up
the
later.
only
after I figure
reason
out
that-
like a private call. and stuff
What's up,
like that
man?
here, but
It's lighting up
this
now.
kind of works too.
Hold on.
I don't mind having it in,
Yeah,
in,
we're
in
doing,
the gold
we're doing
room.
fine.
People just jump
Hey,
in.
Ethergrass, don't talk in there. Cause that's
I
Oh,
actually
you guys
broadcast
know we
right
were
now.
live here. They're just like, hey, what's up? It's like, oh, we're doing a live stream. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody showing up. I don't want to go, but I have to, man. I have to go to sleep. I didn't get much
Yeah,
sleep
that's all
last
right.
night.
That's all right. Yeah, there's always going to be tomorrow, dude. Don't
Yep.
burn yourself out.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna keep
For
doing
sure.
this, man. This, I mean, even just the few topics we covered tonight that's just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of stuff that I really want to go over. We can go into, I mean, all kinds of stuff. You know how we do.
I'm going to send Lisa a Discord invitation if she wants to come hang out. I'm going to stay up for a little while. If you want to come over there
Yeah,
and chat with us.
Everyone in the description to this video, there's several of the Discord links to 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, and you can go in there. And if people are talking in there, I might go ahead and start the other live stream. Still looks like it's kind of slow in there right now, but you never know. But yeah, everyone join the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, and you'll meet all kinds of cool people in there. It's not all necessarily about Flat Earth, but
There's the link. If you guys want to come over, I just dropped the link right there. It says new link. Neil Tyson.
and
Yeah, it seemed like we're just picking up a little bit of momentum, but that's all right. We're gonna you guys can come over to Discord and chat with us. I left the link right there. We're there 24/7. There's always people to hang out with.
Yeah, you gonna go hang out in there, Ron? I think that's what
Yep,
this is
I'm gonna
asking.
hang out.
All right, man.
I'm gonna hang
Yeah,
out.
probably be doing there.
All right, brothers.
Actually,
man,
I'm there right now. I'm in the Gold Plus room right now.
yeah, you
actually.
just jumped down to the other room. But yeah,
All
I
right,
appreciate
Lisa,
you
I'll
guys.
see you
We're
there.
gonna do this again, maybe a couple more times this week, and
I'll check you in.
Right on.
wait.
All right.
Yo.
Appreciate you guys. Later.
All right.
Yep.
Later.
Have a
Yep.
good rest, bro. Yep.
right. Everybody hear me pretty well? Let me see. Excuse me. Welcome to the second episode of Believe Your Own Eyes, because you can believe your own eyes, believe it or not. And I was thinking about last night when we were in here, and thinking about what some of the stuff that I didn't talk about, which would be, well, I did talk about this the other channel that I made. We've done many streams from there, you know, in the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, and so the link for this channel is in the description. You should definitely subscribe and hit the bell notification on that one, because I'll go live there when the chat room fills up, and sometimes there's debates, but there's also some great talks going on. So definitely hit that. Let me see. What else was I going to talk about here? Let's see. We'll go to. I mean, definitely subscribe to Midi HC's channel. He's the one that you just heard his music, and I put the link in the chat earlier. Midi, I think, is in there, so you can put your link in there to your channel there, brother. Appreciate that. And I also wanted to mention that on my YouTube page, I've created a playlist with, where's my, I get so many tabs open, I keep forgetting where I am on everything. Let's see, I've created a playlist. Oh, maybe there it is. Here we go.
What's up, Helio?
What's up, brother? Yeah, I was telling about this playlist. It's a research flat Earth playlist. Starts out with ODD's Flat Earth in 5 minutes, then goes to 21 questions, then plays ODD's 3. Oh, there's one deleted video. I bet that's 200 proofs from Eric Debay's channel that got deleted. I'll have to take that off of there. But then it's got D. Murphy, a bunch of his stuff. And yeah, there's all kinds of good information for people. If you want to, if someone's curious about Flat Earth, just give them a link to this playlist, and they'll have hours of research, or just they can just sit and absorb the information. That's some really good stuff on that playlist.
That's cool. Do we got more people? Let's see.
Huh? What'd you say, bro?
Yeah, I can finally see the people. I can see everyone in the chat. What's up, Jason, Jose?
Shouts out to everyone. I'm trying to get.
Oh, there's a delay, man. Like crazy delay.
You are.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I had to mute my YouTube.
Okay, I was like, that should be fine.
I was just giving shout outs to everybody. Oh damn, we got 23. That's cool.
Wait. Yeah, and the way I have this set up,
cool.
In this server, yeah, whatever links like what you were posting last night, we were doing it through private message, but now just whatever we talk about, we can post in the live stream text on this server. And
all right,
and
we got some people.
on the stream.
Let's get it started. What do you got for material? Do you got anything, or you have to I got to resend it?
Well, I can grab some of the pictures, but I don't know.
All right.
I was thinking, tonight we could probably, we just kind of went straight into all kinds of different stuff last night, and we
What do you guys
either
want to talk about?
either
Any
up, but well,
suggestions?
one of the title I put on this one is "The Globe is Silly."
All
I mean,
right,
but we
let's
can
do it.
also we can talk about the president's speech if that's even worth talking about. But I don't know how far we can go with that because it's that makes me angry.
Let's start with the basics, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, first, actually, I was thinking about today. I'd like for us to meet Ron Shekelson, man. I mean, how's your
Everybody
adventure
knows me, dude. These are my friends. Everyone here I know
Well,
personally.
I'm just talking about, well, not everybody knows you, man. So, I mean,
Let me see.
how
I
did you,
don't know. Let me see.
how, where did you come from? I mean, what led you up to where you are now on YouTube? You know, interacting with all these people, but going into getting into, people call it conspiracy theories, but I mean, I'd rather say it's conspiracy realism. You know, realizing what's actually going on in the world instead of the fake veneer of reality that we're subjected to every day. So, I mean, what's your path? I mean, how did you find your way to here?
Through many years of research, like everybody, probably like talk radio. When I
Yeah.
used to do construction, 9/11 is what got me into all this. When 9/11 happened, it didn't sit right with me. And watching the country go to war and all that shit. But I thought, the official narrative, I thought it was a terrorist attack. It didn't feel right, but it took me a while, a good couple years, because it looked like a controlled demolition, but I believed the government. I was like, why would they make that? It didn't even cross my mind that our own government would do that to drag us into a war. Did not even cross my mind. It looked like there was explosives in there, the way it came down, but it's like, you know what I mean? I guess the cognitive dissonance. So I thought, yeah, somebody fucked us up, and we need like retribution. That's how they play us. They
Right,
always
right,
play us
exactly.
with a false flag. And so yeah. And then when I looked at it a little bit more, I'm like, wait a minute, building 7, all these pieces didn't make sense. I only just found out probably about 2 or 3 years ago about the directed energy weapons. And that's why I try to scream it from the rooftops, because not that many people know, even in the so-called truth community, a lot of people are not aware of that weapon technology. And it's been out for a long time.
Yeah,
I
and
found a
we
video.
we went in a little bit about Hutchison effect, but I didn't have any. I wasn't playing videos while we were talking about it and stuff. So I'd get some more information about that and go a little deeper into that, and even get some more information about how this. I think that some of if the information about the do weapons or do weapons is in do. I mean, that's whatever. The weapons are out there. I mean, it seems like, I mean, we wouldn't have to speculate. I mean, I know it looks weird, but there's got to be some information that we can have a solid conversation. And here's here's the weapons, and I mean, we have the picture of the plane with the little ball on the front of it that could be a possible way that they use these kind of things. So that, yeah, in the future, I'd like to go in on that more and get more detail about that too. So and the Hutchison effect, because that's a really interesting thing. I mean, how matter just kind of like melts, but it's not hot. It's just kind of this changes its shape. I don't know. It's a very strange thing.
I'm gonna post these in the lobby. Here's a couple videos. This one is from
Post them in that
1961.
see where I have
I
a
put
live
it in
stream
the lobby.
text.
Where do you want me to post them?
Live stream text. I made a special room for this.
Okay.
There you
This
go.
is the video from 1961. If you want to start this video so people could see a little bit of it, I have screenshots from this video. This is 1961 footage you're looking at, and the fires, or whatever you want to call them, they look identical to what we're seeing, where it skips one house, it blows out another house completely, um, leaves nothing but the chimney, and the surrounding trees are left untouched. It was back in 1961. So maybe when you heard about Admiral Byrd being attacked by these flying saucers, and they were destroying his ships, I think they may have had this technology during that era too. I'm not sure when that was, in the 50s. Was it 1950s ish? So this was
Yeah, yeah.
1961. It's very plausible they could have had it back then, or even well before that, for all we know. That's where the concept for these science fiction movies came from. There would be like a flying saucer with like a laser beam,
Like a
just
laser
destroying
beam, yeah,
cities.
yeah. It just blows
Yeah, that's
blow
where the
something up,
concept
makes sparks and shit.
that's where the concept for this device came from. And then here's an excellent video, the one with this white van. The in this video, there's a car where the rim was melted, and there was pine needles and stones on the ground, and the aluminum, it liquefied, and it wrapped itself around those pine needles without igniting them. So if it was molten aluminum, the pine needles would go up in a flash. They wouldn't survive that. So you see
Yeah,
these,
of
I didn't
course
know
it
what
would.
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
These are
Play
like
that
really
one too.
good videos that people, if you could bookmark them or watch them later, or maybe post them in a chat. This is another good one where they have these drones. It could have been a drone like this doing all that damage, for all we know. And then they have like a big 747 with a giant one of these on the front. You know, it's probably 10 times bigger than this one. But who knows? Maybe this would be sufficient to wipe out houses and things like that. And
Yeah,
this one from this Brazil building collapse. This was a vacant building. Um, it had been vacant for like 20 years, so there was no furniture. The gas was turned off, the electric was turned off, and it was just an empty concrete and steel frame building, and it was on fire. And then it collapsed, just like Building 7.
yeah.
Very,
But
very
it
similar.
looks like it's even faster than Building 7.
Yeah, it's
That's
possible.
insane.
And then this is the video with the Hutchinson effect. It's like
Oh, there you go. That's
less than 2 minutes. Yeah, for the new people watching on YouTube.
yeah. If you haven't heard of the Hutchison effect, it's very strange. But I actually I'm gonna do some research on it and get some details about how he made that happen, what type of energy he was using to.
Oh yeah, you got that's cool that you could stream that building collapsing, and then you see that spoon embedded in that block of aluminum,
Right.
and you see how the metal fragmented. It's like, what the hell actually did that? Mr. Y, he wants to post a link. Yeah, we could. Can you wrench him? Do you know him?
No, I don't know him, but
Yeah, you could probably wrench him. I don't think there'll be a problem. He wants to post something.
he might want to post something about DMT. I don't know. We're not necessarily talking about DMT.
All right, yeah.
I'll leave one of Rent's people I know, man. Really.
All right, all right. I didn't know if
Oh,
MIDI.
he said
if
he
knows
says he
him.
likes Martin Liedtke.
Oh, he does. Okay. Yeah, we're going to touch on that too. We're going to try and go one by one, try and keep it in some kind of order, because we were kind of like all over the place yesterday, jumping around.
Yeah.
Other people.
Yeah, well, and that's like I was saying. I mean, now I just went on, I got you back into that, but I still want to hear your story. I don't know about.
Well, yeah, we could touch on that. I just I move around. I haven't lost my place. What I'm trying to do is get it up and flowing, so we got the chat can sustain itself, and we get good questions from everybody participating. I want everybody to put their own spin on it. What do they want to talk about? Like, what do they find interesting?
Right, and if there's anything we say, they, we have plenty of people that are moderators, and who they can go ahead and post links,
Yeah,
pertinent links that maybe we haven't seen, and then I can bring them up. We can bring them up on here.
we're just having a hangout, and we want everybody to, if you got any questions or things you want to talk about, we're going to talk about these fires and the dew weapons, and then we'll pivot on to like the giants in those mud flood buildings and maybe flat Earth. But there's no set topic, just like a free, like a free session.
And also, if right now Ron and I are in my server on Discord, so if you're a member on that server, you can just jump on in there and come and say hi to us. We're in the voice text or the voice room, the live stream room, in the voice room. So if you want to come in and say hi, we'll be here. Or
Yeah,
if you have something to add to the conversation.
I don't think it was a laser beam. It could be a form of some kind of electrostatic charge in the air. It had charged up the entire air, just like what he did in his laboratory. But he had a massive Category 5 hurricane right off the coast. And then they just needed like Tesla coil and the microwave. And that the combination of those three is what destroyed the buildings on 9/11 on that scale.
That's interesting.
Hey,
man.
what's up, Poopy Pants?
Yeah, I like Poopy Pants, man. Canadian.
Yeah, he's up here.
Most Canadians are pretty cool.
Yeah. At least we got more people. I think Crystal's Canadian. Shout out to my Canadian peeps.
What the?
I think Marlena, she wanted me to send her a link.
Oh,
Let
I
me
was
send
gonna say, I was thinking about, they have those microwave guns that they don't like make it a big deal that they have these microwave guns that they can focus a beam of microwave radiation and cook like a single person, like from a couple of 100 yards away.
more than that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but they can focus like a small beam, like they can just cook somebody's head off, Just make it. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's on a small scale, but then there's no telling. Well, that's what's interesting about that one building collapse there. It doesn't necessarily look like what 9/11 was. There was a lot more fire and a lot more and it went, like I said, it looks like it went down a lot faster than like what happened with Building 7 and stuff like that. So that's really interesting.
Yeah. I'm texting someone if you want to carry it for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, man, my story is similar to yours. But as far as like science goes, a lot of people that come into Flat Earth, they at some time were like into space and science, quote unquote science, which could, be considered maybe pseudoscience or whatever you want to call it. And it's not that I wasn't never a fan of science. I just, when I heard of the evolution idea, I always thought that was just kind of dumb, and it was quite obvious to me right off the bat that they were trying to build their science around how to prove that how everything could have happened, through natural processes, and I feel like that is the goal of modern science, is to prove that this all could have happened on accident, and I've never even thought that was plausible. I don't know. I guess I've always just believed in the creator, even when I was a little kid. And it's not necessarily because my mother was a Christian and I went to church. I was raised Catholic, and so it wasn't like a really like spiritual thing. I've always known. It's just like I've always known that there was a creator. So I don't. I rejected evolution very early on. And the idea of evolution, of aliens and coming from outer space and developing on other planets through evolution, was never something I considered at all. So, not not because I didn't understand the evolution theory, just because I just didn't think it was plausible. I mean, and atheists would say the same thing. Well, we have the science to back it up, and yeah, you can't prove a creator, so we're gonna go with this one. Well, go ahead, but you actually have a consciousness and a brain and intelligence. How'd that happen on accident? I just never. I was like, man, whatever, man. You can believe that shit if you want to.
Yeah, I think the whole idea of evolution, the Big Bang, it's a way to dehumanize us. Um, it's been working because a lot of people they don't believe in God. We have a godless country. It wasn't like that years ago. Even like in our parents' generation and definitely our grandparents' generation, it wasn't like this. It wasn't so godless.
Yeah, what's really sad is that there's the majority of Americans will claim to be, they'll claim Christianity as their religion, but they won't they won't take enough time to look into evolution and see how flawed it is. And they just like, well, I don't believe it. Which, I mean, that was me at first. I thought it was implausible, but then once I looked into the science but at the same time, they went through the same education system we did, so it's not like they didn't learn something about it and may reject it, on a certain level. I mean, they graduated high school and all that
It
stuff.
was better back then. They didn't talk about like Johnny has two daddies. They didn't talk about that
Yeah,
garbage.
that's kind of weird shit.
I mean, it taught you math. People who graduated from high school, they were a lot smarter than even college graduates today. The basic college education, person who graduates, they don't know shit. Unless you went for like a science degree in like engineering or something like that, or computer programming, you really haven't learned anything. If you just get a basic degree, they're going to teach you like all this feminism and all this liberal indoctrination. And most of the shit you're learning there, it doesn't apply to the real world. Like, it's not relevant to your job or to what you're, you know what I mean? They set this system up, many years. Most importantly, like for us to get a job, they want us to have a college education. So that means we're starting out in debt. We're starting out in debt and indoctrinated. So the student loan is the most toxic debt you can have. You can't eliminate it through bankruptcy. So these people are desperate. They're like, man, I got $200,000 of student loans. Can't get rid of it. I'm working at Starbucks. There's nobody will hire me. So and then people do shady things. They're like, well, maybe I could get a job working for the government. Maybe I could work as a teacher. And then, they're all part of that libtard community. And they'll be happy. Like, oh, yeah, somebody hooked me up with this nice job being a teacher. I could pay back my student loans. And, they all put them on the side of the government, right? Because that was their bailout. Here, we'll get you out of debt. We'll be the good guys. Just drink our Kool-Aid. As long as you keep drinking our Kool-Aid, we'll be your friend. Yeah, that metal is crazy, man. Oh, we got Jackal up in here. Nice to see you, Jackal.
Yeah.
How many people you got on here? Oh, you got a lot of people on here, Helio, on your Discord.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They don't know that I'm doing a live stream. I actually created this for this purpose to do live streams. So it's kind of limit some of the people that. I mean, Jose posted the link, I think. Now everybody's coming in. But, so there's a bunch of people.
Let's give it a thumbs up. Everybody in the stream, give it a thumbs up so we can get this trending.
Good. Yeah. Let's see. I'll give some rolls here. Don't know Mr. Y. I got Crystal, I know she's Flat Earth. Nick's Flat Earth. I don't have many rolls in here because I didn't intend it for it to be like, big like the other server. It's just really for live streams and so that I can, you know, do this kind of thing and anybody can just come in, but not anybody can just come in. You know what I mean? Only people that, you know, it's not like it's just everybody's invited. So I didn't know if Jose knows that.
I'm sending some invites to some people.
Well, don't send it. Yeah, send them to
Not a
to
ton, not
people
a
we can
ton.
trust.
These are people I know personally. These are
Okay,
my
cool.
friends. There's not
Because,
not going to be any riffraff in here. Trust me. You got to trust my judgment, but you know it's like I'm not gonna.
yeah, well, Jose already posted it in the chat, so. But you know, I can do cleanup later if I have to.
We'll clean it out. Yeah, I'm just sending. I'm going down the list and people that I know and that I like, and people that you like, people that we hang out with every day. Anyway, yeah, back to your own personal situation. I'd like to get some people up on YouTube too. Like if you could stream it so we could get our numbers up and drag in some normies and start red pilling people.
Well, I'm not. I haven't. I don't know if I've talked to Mr. Y, but I haven't. But I did limit this live.
Okay.
Speak. Here we go. Everyone can speak. I think now. If you
I guess
don't have a
we
role
said
yet.
yeah. Nick is up in here in the live stream. Mr. Y is in general.
Yeah, Nick's in the he's in the voice chat now. So yeah.
Live
So if
stream
you guys
type.
want to come in, and I know Cander's good.
Athena, yeah, Athena. Okay, I think it's more the Hutchinson effect. If you look at what we see here, this aluminum. If it was a laser beam, those pine bristles, the trees, all that stuff would be burned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, of course. I mean, it'd be like dropping it. Yeah,
you know what's
dropping it in
interesting?
lava
Now
or
that-
something.
Look at the van, the burn pattern on that van. The door is like, it's like roached. It's just toasted, right? And then you get that the transition between roached and brand new white paint. You know what I mean? There's a little band of black, like 2 inches. Why didn't that heat? If you got that panel to like, let's say 2000 degrees, it's going to heat up. It's going to transfer through that entire panel. It's not going to just stop abruptly like that. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
Something else is going on. I mean,
you see people just come and start the show, and you know what, the first show has 100 viewers.
Yeah. Well, no, you get like 20, and then people start
Well, that's
creeping
what I'm
in.
saying. It sounds like you're being a little bit patient here, man. But yeah, we've so far almost doubled the viewers since yesterday, so that's good. And I'm it's going to be good. So, but yeah, we're going to be doing this at least a few times a week. So,
hey, is Jason still here? You still there, Jason?
Let me share this on Facebook. Boom, boom, boom. A boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
On
Yeah.
Facebook. That's Flat Earth Club is. I did an interview with the person that started that Facebook group. It's on my channel. She's the one that put the damn it, the Flat Earth billboard in Tulsa. She's really cool. But then, like a couple months after I did that interview with her, she almost got killed in a car accident, and now she's paralyzed. But she's
I think I found there's some interesting stuff, man. You could see the cars from that era, definitely from 1961. And if you watch the video, you'll see the fire truck. It was like a convertible. It didn't have a roof on the fire truck. Fire truck like that. You know, like really old school.
tell
1961. Yep.
Same look. It looks the same.
Now that one is that one was one I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah. So if we look at this, you see how the chimney is left standing. they were still accurate to where they could wipe everything out, leave the chimney. Like you see
Right.
the trees and stuff weren't harmed, and you see how it like hopscotches houses, but none of the debris is in the street. It just skips over the trees.
Exactly.
And sometimes you get a house, that one house is not touched. Probably a Freemason lives there. Hey, don't hit mine. Hit this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would like to question you, sir.
What do you know about this? They probably stayed hold the whole time. Yeah, I know they ain't gonna hit me. No, that's some wild shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can you have a forest fire with all the houses gone and the trees are still there? It's just beyond me, man. I bet all the people that were evacuated are wondering the same thing, but they can't even go back there. And they who are they going to complain to? You know what I mean? Do they have an avenue of any kind of refuge? I mean, besides their insurance company, that's the only people they can really say anything to. And insurance companies like, well, you know, we'll give you a settlement check. Or, you know, part of what your house was worth. That's pretty much all we can do. FEMA might give you a. I was pretty close to that. A lot of people from Louisiana came up here after that.
Yeah, I was naive, dude. I thought that I didn't know about weather manipulation back then with Katrina. I thought, you know, it's a hurricane, dude. And I thought FEMA was there. It's like, wow. I thought it was wasteful, but I thought, you know what, at least, okay, they're hooking people up with a brand new trailer to stay in. You know, we're picking up the fucking bill for it. $20,000 trailers here. Everybody gets one. You get a trailer. You get a trailer. Like,
that's not the way it
you know
worked.
what I mean?
That's why I was saying,
And
you know, because they had used that sat there for years, man.
And they gave them debit cards. Here's a debit card loaded with whatever, $5,000. Have fun. People were buying tattoos and strippers.
I would have probably done that too.
Yeah, it's like, here you go, man. $5,000. What it's doing is it's making people think, oh yeah, FEMA's great, man. FEMA's benevolent. It helped me out. You know what I mean? So that when they go to take you to the FEMA camp, people with that experience are like, yeah, FEMA hooked us up, dude. We got a trailer, we got a debit card, and they're gonna let their guard down.
They didn't hook them up down in New Orleans when the fucking National Guard was like holding guns on them, so they couldn't freaking cross the bridge and escape.
No, I'm saying Katrina, and then people will think people that thought FEMA was like benevolent, yeah, come and get your debit card. Then it's going to be the guillotines. They lull you to sleep. You know what I mean? That's what they did. They baited them. So they don't get you right away. They got to earn your trust, and then they round up everybody. It's like people will be willingly going because they're like, yeah, I'm going to get my $5,000 credit card, my debit card. You know, they're going there for gives.
I mean, more than likely, the levees were blown by you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. The link for the Discord's been out there. If anyone wants to participate, man, come on in and say hi. Or if you have a link that you want to throw out there, something something new that you want to talk about.
Yeah, and
it's kind of hard to monitor
people.
all this and monitor the chat at the same time. And
yeah, it is.
It's a challenge.
I got 3 things going on.
I do too.
Like I keep getting DM'd, and I got I'm trying to send out invitations to get people to come here, and everybody else is streaming. We got a lot of people streaming, but yeah, we're just gonna go with what we got here.
No,
we won't let that stop
on
us.
The wrong window again. Shit. Here we go. Messages.
Yeah, it's a busy night tonight, dude. Everyone decided to go.
That's cool, man. Well, I mean, it's like that almost every night, man. So that's why. I mean, we're not in competition with anyone. Everyone's looking for something to check out, man. So,
Mr. Y wants to put an image in the server. What would the image be?
I'm pretty
Oh, you
sure
gave him
I
a
gave him a
wrench?
flat Earth roll. I don't know if he's flat Earth or not, but I only have a few rolls in here, so he sounds pretty cool. And until proven otherwise, he'll be all right for now.
You gave him a wrench on YouTube already too, huh?
Yeah, I actually did that on accident. I was trying to wrench up Poopy Pants and I clicked his name on accident, but that's all right. He seems chill so far. Yeah, that's
Everybody gets a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a
You
wrench.
get a wrench. You get a wrench.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know nothing about him.
No, I don't know. He said he's been in the 24/7 server for about a week. He says he's flat earther. Let me see if he has.
I don't see any channels or any playlist or anything. Any videos. I see a couple videos. A goat.
I don't know. It can be taken away as easily as it's given. So yeah, I already played it, but yeah, you were probably doing something else while I was playing it. Yeah, so
I was gonna comment on those pictures. Some of those pictures over there. Oh yeah, Eric Dubay. I was handing this out, dude. I put out a lot of invitations, but I didn't have like it was our old stream. I'm like, sub to this channel. And then we're gonna go live at between 9 and 10. So I was really vague. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more on point. Like, yeah, we're going live. I'll just double check and